You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Learn more at wearelibertarians.com.
Welcome to the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast on the We Are Libertarians Network. I'm your host, Jeremiah Morrell, and as always, I'm joined by our co-host, Dakota Davis.
Hey, how's it going, Jeremiah?
Man, this is a special episode today.
Very special episode.
I don't even think we're going to name this one. It's just going to be our primary results show.
Yeah, primary election coverage. We already got 20 people watching in the live stream, so you know it's going to be a good time.
There's 20 in the live stream. We are preparing ourselves to go very long. I said this may take 90 minutes. It may take 4 hours, and we're going to suffer through it together.
We have no idea.
This is we're going to see what happens. As you all are familiar with in our introductions, our show is about our lives in rural Indiana. It's a show about folks who are involved in politics, and we promise that our episodes are going to be a fun and an easy listen. We interview people who are influencers, elected officials, political experts, and folks that we just find interesting. And we are, at this time, it's 6:44 p.m., The polls have closed in central Indiana.
Yep.
They're still open. They're still voting up in Lake County and in Porter County and down in the Evansville area.
Yep.
So the Senate race, there's still people actively voting right now, just this moment. We're starting to see some results come in statewide. Henry County, all of our results are going to come in at one time. So Chase Peyton is heading down to Primo. We will have some results from him. Or we'll have some interviews, and he'll be talking to some candidates once he's set up and ready.
I got his number on speed dial right here on the Skype. I'm ready. I'm ready to hear how things are going. I'm kind of interested to know. I want to hear Chase's story when this is all done, about whenever he first showed up and he's wearing the Boss Hog of Liberty polo into the Primo gig. And I just want to see how it goes, how awkward he feels.
We told him he's going to get free food down there.
Yep, free food.
We got a text this morning from MVP Clay saying that the Primo had free food, and we said we're sending Chase down there. We didn't tell him that he was going to have to provide his own beer money, but maybe some Republicans down there at the big old party are going to treat the Boss Hog crew to some beers.
And yeah, I think that they said that the only thing that you don't have to provide or the thing that you do have to provide is money for alcohol. So that's the only thing. The Republicans didn't want to give away free booze, I guess. It's very sad.
Well, we're paying for the free election, so why can't they give us some free booze?
That's what I would think. I mean, we paid for the primary.
So this is a special edition of the show. We've got a little bit of a read we put together to explain what this is all about. Audrey, the floor is yours.
All right. Okay. The Boss Hog of Liberty podcast is a funded... Oh, you guys keep messaging in right onto my screen. Okay, we'll try this again. The Boss Hog of Liberty podcast is funded primarily through Patreon program. If you have enjoyed our candidate series, intense focus on local events, and a window into the eyes of young people who care about the future of our community, help us keep going. In addition to the free show that you get every week, if not more, you also get a bonus raw audio in the subscriber-only program Tinfoil Time with me and Dakota, where we dig into conspiracy theories and decide if they are real or BS. Please go to patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty and contribute at any level you are able. We are continuing to upgrade our equipment and working towards becoming a permanent fixture in Henry County, Indiana, with the prospect of creating a studio space in downtown Newcastle, Indiana. To help us achieve that goal, please go to patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty and join today.
Man, not bad for a first-time read-through.
No.
That's not bad at all. All right, so we're going to try to do our first phone call. Chase Peyton, we've confirmed he has arrived on the site, and we're going to hear from Chase in just a second. So you're going to hear the Skype call. We may or may not hear the Skype call as it goes out. That's the dialing. Here we go. It's very exciting. I hope Chase picks up.
Hello?
Hey, Chase, how is it going? You're on the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast.
I'm doing great, man. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Can't complain anyway.
All right, set the tone. What's it like down there? Are there balloons? Do they have balloons in the ceiling?
Crowded.
Is it crowded?
It's like a rager, man. I had to go walk outside because I could barely hear you guys.
A Republican
I
rager.
did
Go
a head
on.
count. I did a head count. There's like 4.2 million people here. I did it myself.
4.2 million people care about the election results in Henry County, Indiana.
Yeah, I didn't even know that many people lived here. And I've learned we're famous. I've had people talk to me about the show already. I've been signing babies' foreheads.
Who brought their
Like,
babies
weird
to
stuff,
a,
man, but it's
to a
really
Republican show? All right. So do you have anybody famous down there you can talk to yet? Do you have you found Chad Malicoat?
I found Chad. I talked to him a little bit. You guys want to talk to him at all?
Yeah,
or
go tap
do we
him.
move on to bigger to get guests?
No, let's tap on
Right.
Chad's shoulder, and we'll talk to him for a second and see what he says about the event they're having.
All right. You want me to go get him now, or do you want me to call you back?
Go ahead and mute it and message us back when you have him ready, and we'll just tap dance over here.
Oh, it could be like 30 seconds.
All right, but either way,
All right.
let Chad know he's the first
All right,
guest.
you're getting muted.
All right, he's got us muted, Dakota.
Uh-oh.
All right.
We have 36 people watching in a live stream now. That's pretty impressive. Audrey just realized that she has to redo the board because I only told her to write down the names in column B on the spreadsheet.
There are a lot more people.
Some of these races have like 7 people in them.
Yeah.
You.
I told Audrey that she may end up rewriting this thing 5 or 6 times. We don't have to cover every one of the races. She's throwing her hands up in the air and she's walking off.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
That was short-lived.
Oh, the best moment of the night so far is when you upset your wife because you didn't
That's
tell her
true.
there were more columns.
Yeah, I think that this was a ploy for her to go feed the dogs.
It could be. It could all be a big facade.
I think that's a conspiracy theory in and of itself.
So we have. She needed. We got
And
her
she's back.
a dry erase marker, didn't we?
Just the little tiny ones on the tip of the markers.
I thought I bought more. We're rookies at all this stuff.
Yeah, sorry, Audrey.
We're
It's
rookies at all
the
of
first
this.
time.
So
You remember how bad the first time is.
running for office.
Yep.
All right. So we've got some preliminary results in the 4th congressional district. It's the seat that's being vacated by Todd Rokita.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, at this very moment, 7% reporting. Jim Baird is leading 35%, the state representative. Steve Braun is at 34%, so within a couple hundred votes of each other. Diego Morales, the former Pence staffer, is at 13%. And our guy, James Neese, has got 3% of the vote, 188 votes so far. That's the Republican primary in the
I
in
was
the
really
4th
pulling
district.
for James.
Over in the 6th district, 1% reporting. We're just getting started. 1% on the Democrat side. Jim Pruett of Decatur County has 39% of the vote. Janine Lake has 27. Our friend Lane Seekman at 13%. George Holland 12. Josh Williamson 7, and Jason Lave at 2%. On the Republican side,
That one actually surprises me. I didn't expect Jim Pruitt to do as well as what he's doing.
So let's go back to Primo. It sounds like Chase is ready. Chase, you got Chad Malicoat for us?
All right. I got Chad.
All right.
We're over here in the corner. I
All
told
right.
you guys it's like a racer here. It's awesome. All
That's
right,
awesome.
Here he is.
Hey, guys.
Mr. Malicoat, we're told that you're having a raging party down there at Primo tonight.
Yeah, we're having a great turnout here for the results. We're hoping to get something here within the next hour or so.
Within the next hour.
I'm seeing some of the precincts workers that are already coming up here to meet us for dinner. So some of them have already been turned in.
There you go. So what is up with the not providing free alcohol for the people at Primo? Seems like you kind of went cheap there, Chad.
We didn't go cheap. You should see the buffet lunch. I saw Chase walk away with this huge plate of food. There's a whole buffet dinner over here, all kinds of pasta and chicken and breads and salads and
Man,
even desserts.
sounds like I should have been the one that was the on-site reporter. Is what I'm starting to think here.
I think you drew the short straw this time.
Yeah.
So have all of the candidates made it in down there, Chad? What candidates are in the building?
Let's see. We got Kim Cronk. We got both the judges. We've got Bill Upchurch. Jody Brown is here. Sheriff's here. Betsy Mills is here. I've seen Kenon Gray. Of course, myself. I guess I'm count, right?
That's right. Yeah. Always
Nate
have to
LaMar just walked in the door. Nate LaMar just walked in the door. Adam Bowman is here. I think that's all I'm seeing as of right now. I don't see Susan or Peg.
Now, I believe that Peg said that she wasn't going to be able to make it down there.
The Boss Hog of Liberty decision desk is
someone
reporting.
Just told me
the Boss Hog Liberty reporting desk right now is declaring that Chad Malicoat has won Henry County District 2 with 100% of the vote. Chad, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I voted for myself, so I was pretty sure I was going to win.
And we can also report that Robin Reno Fleming has won her side as well. We got 2 results in already at 100%. District 2 is setting up to be Chad Malicoat and Robin Reno Fleming. What do you think about the fall? You think you got a pretty good shot here, sir?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people are paying a lot more attention for a lot of reasons, and the show included, to local politics. And, people are ready for a change, and people who are more forward-thinking and looking into the future, not just trying to maintain what we've got in the present. And that's definitely what I'm working towards. And we've got to quit kicking the can and turning everything into an emergent situation, which is all too often what happens right now with the council.
Well, awesome, Chad. Good luck with your campaign, and we'll be checking back in with you guys down there a little bit later in the evening.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Have some fun.
You guys still there?
Yeah, we're here,
We're
man.
still here, Chase.
We're here. All right, go find us someone else fun and let us know when you got someone on the line. We'll come back with the next one.
I got Betsy Mills lined up.
Let's talk to Betsy.
Ready for her?
Hey,
Absolutely.
Betsy. Yeah.
All right. I'll message you here in a second. I want to make sure she's done eating.
No, we would prefer to interrupt her, actually. That makes it even better. Anything for the story.
All right. I was about to rip the fork out of her mouth, so I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah. Just get in there.
So.
Make a scene.
All right.
Let her know. Make sure she sees your shirt. That you're wearing the special Boss Hog Liberty polo shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
Which, by the way,
she was excited when she saw me. She hopped right up, shook my hand. We talked about the show a little bit. Oh, she's ready.
All right. Well, let's talk to Betsy.
All right. See you guys.
I think he hung up on us.
He hung up instead of muting the call.
Let's talk to Betsy. Click. That's the end of that. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Right as Katie Larson, Chase's girlfriend, was like, this reporter,
this reporter is fire, man.
Yeah, and then he messed up. It's okay.
We're trying to I'm trying to jump into the chat and tell people what the descriptions are. It would be a lot easier as a producer over here if Dakota was looking on his phone at our group text we had, so we didn't have to say everything out loud.
See, this is the issue. I have one message.
There's so much going on. There's so much happening. Until Audrey reads that Patreon thing again about how many people it takes to actually make this show happen. We are the staff. Everybody you see on the camera right now who's at Primo, we are producing, editing, controlling, lining up guests, pulling results. We are everything. All right,
we are everything.
6 district Republicans right now, as of this moment, 1% reporting. Greg Pence, 63%. Jonathan Lamb, 26%. Mike Campbell, 5%. Jeff Smith, 4%. Stephen McKenzie, 3%. As of this instant.
Oh, man, Jonathan's got some ground to make up here.
Only 1% in so far, but those are the numbers as of this moment in the 6th congressional district.
So, what are we seeing on the Senate side of things? Do we have anything yet?
I don't know that we're going to get any, at least. The polls close in about 3 minutes in northwestern and southwestern Indiana.
Yeah. What I have right here, so I have a little bit of things. So 2.4% of the precincts reporting for the Republican Senate primary is 43% with Mike Braun, 31.5% for Todd Rokita, and 25.1% for Luke Messer.
Go ahead and dial up Chase again. He says he's ready.
All right. We'll see what
he's
Chase
got Betsy.
Doing. All right. We're going to have to remind him. The mute button looks different than the end call button.
I don't think he put enough quarters in the machine.
Hello.
Did
Chase.
Did your payphone crap out on you, or did your mute button hang up?
I got a little excited. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let's talk to Betsy.
All right, she's on standby right now.
Oh my gosh!
I had her, and then some other guy came up and swooped her away. But she's ready though.
Somebody stole her away
about
from
to
you.
Sit down with her family.
You're sitting down with her family?
You got me for a second though.
Okay, I guess that's
What do you
that's
guys
okay.
want to talk
What's the
about?
vibe? What's the
I've had,
family?
like, two
What's the
places
family
to
eating?
so
What's on the
far.
table? What are they eating? Let's hear about what.
You got some chicken,
Yep.
some lasagna, some green beans. All the fixings, guys. All the fixings. So, oh, hold on. Nope. I thought she was. All right, she's ready.
She's ready.
All right, here she is.
Hey there.
Hello,
Hey, Betsy. Wow, we just said that in unison. Betsy, how are you doing today?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
We saw you on a live stream.
Good. Yeah, I was pretty awkward there, but I was really happy to see my buddy Jonathan.
Yeah. We just read out about 1% of the precincts are reporting. Jonathan is a little bit behind Greg Pence, but he's putting up a fight.
I'm glad to hear that.
So tell us about your day.
You're a great congressman.
What polling places were you at? What kind of voters did you see? Tell us about what it's like so far.
Well, I happened to stay the entire 12 hours in Knightstown. I got there at 6 a.m. sharp, and I was there till 6 p.m. We saw, I think, 560 voters come through, which I was told was a pretty good number for a midterm primary. Voters were great, really receptive. Tried to chat people up, and the people who come out on the midterm primary are motivated. So everyone was great. My competitors were out too, and no fist fights. Everybody was kind, and no glaring even. We were all good to each other, and we'll see how it shakes out.
All right.
So what was lunch? Did you go down to the cafe, or did you pack your own? Or did you even get a lunch today? What is this the first meal?
My aunt packed me a lunch, and I did not eat it because I was working at home 12 hours, so I actually have not eaten today.
Oh, it's hard work. It's hard work to run in the race is what I'm...
Yeah.
I mean,
So did you,
I'm pretty sunburned too.
Did you
but,
do any exit polling today? Did everybody come out and say they told you they voted for you? Because every time I've run, they always say, "Oh yeah, I voted for you." I'm like, "Oh my god, I got every vote at this precinct today."
That's a good question. I didn't even think to ask. There were more than a few people who came up to me and shook my shoulder and nodded or winked at me, and I'm going to assume that was a signal. I hope it was a signal. I thought we did pretty well down in Knightstown. I'm really proud. I've spent a lot of time down there, and that's not where I'm from. I'm from the Middletown area, Sulphur Springs area. I live north of there, and I went to school at Shenandoah. So I would like to think I'm going to be pretty competitive in Knightstown. I hope. We'll see. Maybe I'm totally off, but people were good, and I think people were really receptive at our other sites too. I had booths at Middletown and Mount Summit and Caddis as well. So we had all 12 hours at those four places manned, mostly family and friends. So I'm really proud of that.
What would you say the number one issue was when you talked to voters through this cycle? What was the number one issue that they talked to you about?
Oh, gosh. Clearly wind energy. A lot of people came in and asked, where are you on wind? And probably second was roads. Wind and roads.
Well, very good. Well, congratulations for running. We're all going to find out together here in a little while, but we're excited that you ran and looking forward to seeing some results here in a little while. Enjoy the party down there.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you guys for all that you do and bringing attention to our platforms and to local politics. I have to say you've made a lot of fans of my family and my friends who are in the area and also out of the state, and really appreciate all that you guys do. Thanks a lot.
We think they're all watching right now. There's about 50 people on the live stream right this second. So thank you, Betsy, very much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All righty.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. And now the question is, does Chase hang up
there?
on us? Yeah, we got Chase again.
Chase, you going to hang up this time, or you going to mute us like you're supposed to?
I'm not going to lie, guys. She's my favorite. Her whole family listens to the show. I'm eating them all. They asked me to eat dinner with them. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Do you feel like a real celebrity?
That.
Do you feel like a real celebrity down there?
People are staring at me. I'm getting handshakes from everyone. I don't even know these people.
How many free beers
That's
have you had
pretty
tonight?
awesome.
That's the real question.
Yeah.
Let's keep track of
I've
how
had
many
at
free
least-
drinks you can get. Free drinks. Let's keep track.
I've had at least 30 free beers in the last hour. I'm
33?
I'm on 30 right now.
All right. Find us somebody else, and you let us know who's coming next.
You guys have any requests? Who you want next? Or
Somebody else that's a candidate. Is Nate LaMar down there, or Kenon Gray, Adam Bowman, any of them? You just tell us who you got, and we'll talk.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna try to get Adam next. We'll
All
see.
right.
It might be someone random though.
All right.
I'll surprise you guys.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, we'll play
All
guess
right.
this candidate when
Get
we'll
muted.
Dakota and I will change. We'll play the game of we'll hear their voice and see if we can figure out who our own guest was.
Well, all of these people,
All
we
right.
spent an hour and a half with them talking to us with headphones on, so I think that we would be pretty decent at that.
Plus, we know Dakota goes back and listens for 3 or 4 hours after.
Hmm all of it, like half of our downloads, I think, probably come from the same IP address.
They're all coming from inside this house.
Yeah.
All right, Chase, go find somebody.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right, he's muting us
Get
now.
to work, young man.
Go on out there. 0% reporting in State Senate District 50 or 26, State District 26. We're going to be following that one. That's the Northern Henry County. No results in from Delaware, Madison, or Henry County in State Senate District 26. That's going to be the Republican Mike Gaskell and the Republican Stephanie Owens, and then the Democrat Dave Cravens and Dave Ring, who was on the show. Looking forward to results on that one. Let's see here. The other results we're trying to find. Chase says ready again. I don't know if that's a new ready or an old ready in our chat.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, let me
hard
look
to know.
at it.
It's hard to know. Of course, we've got some other interesting stuff that's going to be coming down the line. There's a state representative seat here that's challenged. We've got Jeff Embry and Tom Saunders. That does have 2% reporting. I would assume that's the Wayne County results. Saunders at 54% and Jeff Embry at 46% right now.
Wow. I did not
So,
expect that at all.
It's
All right.
only 2 townships over there, but that's a bit of a surprise that it's that tight, but only 2% in. Chase, who you got, buddy?
You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
We're ready.
All right. Here he is.
He's not going to tell us who it
We're
is.
playing the game of who is this?
Hello, everyone.
Boy, I don't know who we've got yet.
I don't either.
It's Adam.
It's Adam. Our
it's
friend
Adam Bowman.
Man,
It is Adam Bowman. Yes. How
So-
are we all tonight?
we are, man, we're flying somewhat blind. I'll tell you what, I could see why real TV guys would like producers.
Yeah.
But we're doing the best we can with it. Tell us about your day, Adam. Did you just go to work today and say it's whatever the hell happens, or did you go to the polls? What was your approach?
You know what? I voted early this morning, and I went to work, and I worked very hard today, unfortunately. And I got off work and checked on some stuff, and then came here to good old Primo.
There you go. All right. So you got at least one in the bucket because you voted for yourself, right? Like any good candidate should.
I did, and technically my wife said she voted for me, and I will believe her.
As long as there's at least two, as long as there's at least 2 votes for you from your town, from your precinct, you can probably believe her.
I'm in
numbers won't lie.
I'm not in your district, Adam, so I'm sorry to say you didn't get my vote.
That's okay. You're just right on the other side. You're right on the other side of the line.
That's
Yeah.
Maybe my district. Maybe you could admire it later, but you're technically not in it.
It's
I'll
like,
go-
he's like Sarah Palin. He can see your district from his front porch.
I'll go bully my neighbor across Roosevelt Street, and I'll bully them for you if they didn't vote for you.
So,
There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Adam, as you were talking to people, what were the biggest things that folks wanted to know about you in the race as you did your person to person campaigning on the ground?
The best thing, the most popular question, if you would say it was a question, was, what are you going to do potentially different, or what are you going to do for me? As far as everyone can say this, but what are you going to do for me? And which is a very valid question. I mean, some people in the race are primarily focused on one issue, and I tried to be focused on all the issues. I think that, like I've said before, tax dollars are investments in Henry County, and what has the government done for you, and what is your return on investment? And like I mentioned several times, tax dollars are not the constituents of Henry County are not just an ATM where you can just do this and do this and do this and ask and ask and ask. You must be responsible. And that's what I want to really bring to everyone is to truly bring responsible, transparent, and like I said several times, sometimes it gives, not saying it happens, but sometimes it feels like things are voted and decided on before it's really brought to the public. And that really leads to, whether it's true or not, it just leads to the wrong perception that something has been decided before it was brought out and people knew about it. And I'm kind of an open book. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. And I feel that those issues should be brought out before they're even remotely thought about getting a vote up and down,
Now, tell us, have you offered to arm wrestle Kenon or anything, or a cage match or anything while you're there in the Italian restaurant to give the folks some entertainment?
I've had several shoulder surgeries on the right arm, and my left arm was never as strong as the right one, and my right one was never strong. So I've never really volunteered to arm wrestle anyone.
Thumb
I'm
wrestling?
afraid to lose. Maybe thumb wrestling. Yes. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Let's have a thumb war, and we can go from there. Yes.
All right, Adam. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with us.
Oh, sure. I thought I just saw on Facebook you were like in Canton, Ohio, or something like that.
Oh, that's my baby brother. That's Danny. He's up. He's at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was going to be jealous of whoever was there. So sounds like a fun adventure.
You're the first guy to be jealous of somebody in Canton, Ohio.
True statement. Yeah, I was going to say, no, it wasn't necessarily Cleveland, but it's technically a suburb, right?
That's true. It's just south and east a little bit. I went to Canton in 1995 when I was a kid. So I guess I was probably 12 years old the one time I went to the Hall of Fame and checked that out. But before Dakota was even born, that was the one time I visited the.
Hey, we all can't help our
Hall of
birthdays
Fame.
now, can we?
That's right. That's right. So some of us just had more.
All right, it was great talking to you guys. Have a good one.
Well, good luck with it. And
are you going to follow the race tonight for yourself? We're almost. I wouldn't consider us. We're not rivals yet because I am technically not elected. Hope to be. But if we are rivals, I still think we'll be friendly rivals.
Well, I've got an army of kids and toilet paper, so it's just a question of whose yard's getting TP'd tonight, whether it's yours or Mr. Gray's. It's all in the hands of the voters.
I don't have very many mature trees, so my yard would probably be not that spectacular with the kids.
Probably.
But I guess it would be if they haven't TP'd before, it'd be like a good starter yard.
It's like a training ground.
Yeah, training ground. TP me here,
We only need one roll. We don't need the whole case.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, good luck. Enjoy some Italian food.
Yeah, you can save your money, yes. No Walmart shopping for the massive 48 rolls.
Fiscally responsible.
Yeah, fiscally responsible. There you go. All right, guys. We'll see you. Have a good one.
All right. Good luck.
See you, Adam.
I'm telling you what, it sounded like we had Rupert on the phone. His voice, he almost it was
Very,
a little
yeah.
deeper. It was. I thought somehow Chase found Rupert Bonham over there.
Right. Hey, you guys still there?
We're here.
We're here, Chase.
All right, Jerry, listen, if we need a TP at his house, fun fact, I TP'd my professor from college at his house, and we got him good. We had a roll of toilet paper stuck in his tree for literally a year.
Hey,
he's going to get it out.
Hey,
it was awesome.
You got to be a little bit careful, Chase, because I'm pretty sure the Sheriff McCorkle is probably in the room, so hush tones and whisper in the corner when you talk about these things.
Sheriff McCorkle doesn't hold weight in Florida.
Hey, we fessed up to it. One of our friends got caught, and we all had to fess up. But it was all good. It was fun.
Well, good deal. All right. Well, let us know who you're going to find.
All right, guys. All right. Any recommendations or?
Well, let's see.
Who is the least mean that came on the podcast that you guys?
The least mean?
I don't think any of them were really mean.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to a meanie.
Don't talk to the mean ones.
I mean, you just talked to a police officer. Adam Bowman was a cop. Butch Baker was a policeman. So, I mean, those guys are the ones that can intimidate you if they turn it on.
No.
So let's see if we can get Butch Baker or Kenon Gray on. Pick one of those two. Is one of them not eating pasta right now?
All right, I see Kenon. I can try to go get him.
All right, let's see how it goes.
All right, I'll be back on in a couple minutes.
All right, go ahead. And
Thanks for the warning, Chase.
Go ahead and mute us so we don't hear you going up and asking nicely.
Hey, you guys are getting muted.
All right. Oh, and just like that, he's off to the next one. So we are, I really wish there was a better website to find our results. Audrey, you've got to read for us, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay. The Boss Hog of Liberty podcast is funded primarily through our Patreon program. If you have enjoyed our candidate series, intense focus on local events and a window into the eyes of young people who care about the future of our community, help us keep going. In addition to the free show that you get every week, if not more, you also get a bonus raw audio and the subscriber-only program Tinfoil Time with me and Dakota, where we dig into conspiracy theories and decide if they are real or BS. Please go to patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty and contribute at any level you are able. We are continuing to upgrade our equipment and working towards becoming a permanent fixture in Henry County, Indiana, with the prospect of creating a studio space in downtown Newcastle, Indiana. To help us achieve that goal, please go to patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty and join today.
That's it. So you can jump on there and send us on our way, Dakota. We've got 16 people that are in there right now full time.
Yeah, full time.
Helping out every month. Once basically what happens is if you sign up now, you're not going to get charged today. You'll get charged like the first of the month is what happens. Yeah. Whatever amount you say. If you say you're in for $5, you pay $5, and we're not trying to get a bunch of $25 donors. We just want to spread it out amongst people to help us offset the cost so we can keep doing this stuff.
So if you really want to maximize your funds, you just sign up on like the third day of the month, right, and then you get a whole month for free. We did that. Somebody did that last year, or not last year, last month. It was like I just got like the money just got deposited into the Boss Hog of Liberty account, got the notification, and then right after the money got deposited, I got a notification that somebody signed up.
We've got another update here on the 6th district race. At this time, we have 16% reporting, 16% in. Greg Pence is leading, 68%. Jonathan Lamb at 22%. Mike Campbell 4%. Jeff Smith 3%, and Stephen McKenzie at 3%. I don't know what counties are reporting at this time with the results we have, but 17% of the vote in, and it's looking like Pence is at 68%. Lamb at 22%. On the Democrat side right now, it's a very tight race. The top three candidates, we've got Janine Lake at 34%, Jim Pruett at 30%, and Lane Siekman at 16%. So that's,
I can't believe that.
Nothing's called yet in any of those races, but Janine Lake, she had the David Letterman bump there in the last week where she got the big contribution and some extra cash right there at the last minute. Got some billboards, and that may have set her up for some good times.
Yeah, because she didn't even really make my radar until here at the very, very end.
Yep, yeah, right there at the we scheduled all of these shows that we did very, very, very much in advance.
It was really early.
So
and she wasn't like. We had looked and we had called people and sent messages out. Some people messaged us, and then she didn't make the radar for some reason. And then all of a sudden one day I'm like scrolling through Facebook and I see a sponsored ad for Jean Ann Lee Lake, and who is this person? I pull it up on Facebook. I'm like, oh, she is a 6th district candidate. That's kind of strange.
You feel like, man, I don't know her.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. But she's, I mean, based on her Facebook and social media pages and stuff alone, she seems like a pretty decent person. And she got a fistful of cash from Dave Letterman, so you can't be that bad.
I do want to give no, I think she's a good lady. I followed her and have really enjoyed her social media here in the last couple of weeks. She's done a great job. Almost all of the candidates did a tour from town to town to town today. Lane Siekman, Jim Mimi Pruett, and Jean Ann Lake, and then also Jonathan Lamb. They crossed the district big time.
Yeah.
Probably each of them drove 400 miles and did Facebook Lives from all over the state. Same kind of thing we did with Rex Bell with his campaign when he was running for governor, and he was recovering. Let's see if we can try to get an update here on the Congress, on the U.S. Senate side, and see what we've got. So we've got right now an early lead right now for Lake and an early lead for Pence with about 15%, 17% of the vote in right now at this moment.
I'm really interested in this race. I've been pretty vested in it since Americans for Prosperity sent me to the debate up there in the WIBC studios.
Doesn't that feel like that was forever ago now?
Oh my gosh, it does. I actually told somebody at work about that today, and they were like, "How did you manage to pull that off?" I was like, "I don't know. I have no idea."
Dakota is connected, man. He's got it all.
My boss just found out about the podcast.
Did he tell you have to quit immediately?
No, he told me that he wanted to come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he know anything about politics?
A little bit. So he was really bashing on Rush Limbaugh today, calling him a liberal and a closet liberal and a pseudo conservative. So
on Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 10% of the on the vote in on the Senate side. The polls are closed everywhere at this time. Right now, in first place, 10% in, 42% of the vote for Mike Braun, the recently converted Republican.
Yeah.
29% to Todd Rokita, the 4th District Congressman, and our own Congressman, Luke Messer, right now, is at 29%. Once again, with the results we have, I don't know where these are coming from.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. I'm going to keep searching around here. If Dakota keeps tap dancing, happens. I'm going to try to find county-by-county data, but it's hard to know.
Good old Mike the Rhino Braun is in first place for the Senate seat.
But the president is a rhino too, right? He just became a Republican, so
yeah,
it's hard to know.
And apparently Rush Limbaugh is a closet liberal, so I'm learning all kinds of things today. And my boss was it was hilarious. My boss, he's like 62 years old, and he was pumped. He's like, "I need to get on this. My daughter is a marketing executive out in Colorado for Fox Business, and we need to get you guys on Fox Business, get you connected out there." And I was like, I don't know that you're going to make any of this happen, but I like the way you're talking.
Make it happen, Captain.
Yeah, give me a commercial slot on the Fox Business Network, or maybe on Fox and Friends, because I know that Trump watches that a lot. Maybe we'll be able to get on there. That would be interesting. Audrey's got her whiteboard up. There's a lot more red on there than what there is blue.
There's an awful lot of races. Can you zoom in on that for the live stream and see how tight it gets? Audrey's starting to put the results in. Audrey, are you pulling those from your own stuff, or are you getting them off the spreadsheet I'm trying to key in, or what's going on? Both. Pulling from everywhere. You've got results that we don't have yet. Read what you've got in that state Senate district. Dave Ring at 45%, Cravens at 55%, so that's a very close race. Owens 40%, Mike Gaskell at 60%. That seat is an open seat right now, held by oh man, I'm blanking on the senator's name. Doug Eckerty, Senator Eckerty. So that's Madison County, Northern Henry County, and portions of Delaware County. Do you have a percentage that was in on that race by chance, Audrey?
Which one?
On the state Senate race, Ring, Cravens, Owens, and Gaskell.
That is the percentage. I just didn't write.
No, the precincts reporting.
Yeah, the percentage reporting. No,
I don't have that.
That's all right. Chase says he's got a couple on after, but they're done eating. I told you we have tens of listeners that are listening live, wanting in. They don't care if you're in between sandwich bites.
Tens of
or
listeners.
Lasagna.
I love it. So for the state Senate District 26, it literally says 0% of precincts reporting.
0% reporting, but yet we have results.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. But the results are very slim. So like even the Republican side, we just 60% is going to Mike Gaskell, and that's still only 114 votes. So
it's literally very, very early.
Yeah, it's very early.
So the surprise of the night so far, and I'm not sure, we're all very skeptical so far, but the state rep District 54, that one.
Yeah, that one is blowing my mind.
Coming out of Wayne County, we'll have to see, but Jeff Embry is very close in that race right now. Within just a few points of Tom Saunders. We're going to check and see if we have an update. Of course, Henry County doesn't have any results reporting yet, so we would expect that to be the number one place for Saunders to get votes. Chase has hung up on us.
Chase has hung up.
That was the end of Chase.
I imagine it was in his pocket, and
yes.
He accidentally hit the button.
So right now, District 54, Tom Saunders 54%, Jeff Embry 46%. And once again, we think that is probably just the results out of
Wayne County.
Out of Wayne County.
I don't know. That one is so shocking to me. I mean, it seems like year after year, whenever whenever the Republicans, whenever we run a Libertarian candidate out there, they always do very, very, very well. So like around the 30 percentile. So that's I don't know. That's saying a lot right there.
Trying to navigate the Rush County website to see what's going on over there, because they normally do a really good job. Their county clerk does a great job of giving us election results as they come in, but their website's completely different than the last time I looked at Rush County. So I need to figure out where they have their voting results. We'll see if
election results. I wonder when Chase is gonna call back.
It's hard to know. Kenon is watching the live stream. Kenon, we're trying to talk to you, man. I know we rock, but Chase said you're in between bites of lasagna and can't talk to us right now, but we're ready. We're ready. If you're ready to talk, let's go. Let's do this thing.
Chase said that he's eating right now, and he's almost done.
He's watching us in the corner.
Yeah, so that's what he did.
We got to find out if these guys are – it's an Italian restaurant, so we got to find out if they all have the candles lit and it's a low-light situation or if it's a big party.
I think I'm going for more of a party atmosphere, but the party atmosphere is also very professional. So it's kind of a lame party.
I hope we didn't give Chase bad advice. He wore his denims. He wore his jeans in there.
Yeah, what if it's a suit and tie event?
Man, he didn't get thrown out. They're talking to him, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And they allowed.
Maybe that's why they hang up. They were like, "Hey,
look
at this dude."
He got thrown out by Ed Yanos. He came around and said, "You're not dressed right. Get the hell out of here."
And he's got on the Libertarian Party of Henry County, the chairman's polo. So
that's right. Well, he did promise. He borrowed the shirt. We only have so many shirts. Finite resources around here.
Very.
Maybe if we get some more Patreon supporters, we can buy Chase's own shirt. Chase says he's ready right now. So let's ring up Chase and see who he's got.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Dialing. This is our dialing music.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Should we leave him a voicemail?
668.
Oh, we're going to give his number out. Nobody called Chase.
No one called Chase. I think I ended it in time.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the Rush County website is definitely different than it used to be. I cannot find their election results.
Oh.
Hey, he's calling us.
There we go.
I love barbecue.
What a novel idea. So apparently Chase loves barbecue. We just heard that.
I do love barbecue. I got a little excited and I hung up again, but I have a special guest here. I got Kenon Gray lined up. You guys ready to speak to him?
Let's hear him.
Let's hear Kenon.
All right, here he is.
You're welcome. Hey, guys.
How we doing,
Kenon?
sir?
Hey, doing well. Sitting here in the waiting area trying to get out of the hustle, bustle, and the loud noise between bites of lasagna, as you said.
So, Kenon, have you been running all over your part of the county today and talking to people and trying to get their votes?
Yes. We've had some good students out this morning, especially in the four areas around 5, isn't it? 4? I lost count. It's been a long time since 5 o'clock this morning. Had some good students working for us, mostly Newcastle. We had 3 Shenandoah working for us. I've been around to the, I guess it's 5 in Henry Township. And also made it out to New Lisbon where we go to church. Went out to Caddis and Mount Summit. So made what? Half of them, over half of them actually in the county.
So what can you tell us about
didn't have to go to all 12 of them.
What can you tell us about the turnout and the age of people you were running across? Were they mostly young people, older folks? What was it across the board? What kind of turnout did we have today?
I think we had across the board. I've seen some of our seniors in high school come out the first time they voted as 18-year-olds. I've seen people I would call seniors, and a little bit of everything in between. I wouldn't say age group wise it was predominantly one or the other.
So overall,
turnout I hadn't heard.
So overall, are you feeling good about everything today? You feeling good about your chances?
I think it did as well as we could do. I mean, went out and shook the bushes and put signs out and got on your show and all the important things to get the word out. So I can't think of anything being a newbie at this that would have done differently. But family was out today. My wife took off school to
help me out to go around from polling place to polling place. But yeah, I feel good, and that did as much as we could do. Got a good gathering here. The GOP at Primos, and I think with the electronic voting, we'll find out pretty quickly what the results are, so we don't have to linger into midnight and the wee hours like it used to be.
Well, we're all gonna find out at one time. It's gonna be an interesting deal. Well, congratulations on running, Kenon. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out shortly, but it sounds like a good night and good party down there.
Yeah, it is. I appreciate everything you guys do to get politics on mainstream and on the internet in the modern era here in Henry County. I think it can be considered nothing but a plus.
All right, we appreciate that.
You guys take care.
All right, you too, Kenon.
We'll continue to watch results as they come in here. So
okay.
we
Take
have
care.
news out of the 6th District on the GOP side. WTHR has put the check marks next to Greg Pence in his run. 67% of the vote, 28% reporting. None of the Henry County numbers are in yet, but WTHR at least is calling.
Yep, they're calling
the 6th District race for Greg Pence. Jonathan Lamb at 23%. Right now, about 16,000 votes in the Greg Pence column. 23% for Lamb. 4%
That's some
Campbell.
bullshit.
We got Chase back. Chase Peyton's back on the line.
Recount.
You want to recount? Well, they're still counting votes. They also have declared Trey Hollinsworth the winner in the 9th in his run. So we'll see what happens here.
Wow.
But that's the first in our area, first actual solid number that's come in.
The power in a name, I guess. It's
looks like Greg Pence is going to win that one, at least according to WTHR. The numbers are holding still pretty strong. That's kind of where they were before. On the Democrat side in that race, we have what do we have?
We don't have it
I've got
called
all
yet.
kinds of tabs over here.
No, it's too
not
close
done.
still.
That is a very wide field, and no candidate in that race spent more than about $5,000. I think only one actually reported with the FEC. Right now, Lake is leading 38%, Jim Pruett 27%, Elaine Seekman 14%, and George Holland of Rushville is at 12%. So right now, Lake is looking decent with that David Letterman bump.
Wow. Hey, good for her.
But we don't know yet, and Pruitt's right there as well. So there's not a lot of Democrats. Here's the thing: right now in this race, I think the Senate side really did push a lot of people into the Republican column, at least in this area in the 6th District. So right now, it's just a few, maybe 800 votes from first to second on the Democrat side. Muncie and Richmond are probably going to be very important on that one.
Yep.
In the 4th District, the open race over there, right now, Jim Barrett is leading, 36%. Steve Braun at 33%. Diego Morales at 13%. Our guy, James Neese, has got 499 votes, only 17% reporting. That race has not been called. James Neese has got 3%. So we will see. We'll see what happens over here.
Yeah, I think James is relying pretty heavily on those Lafayette votes to come in. I don't know if they've reported yet, but that's what he keeps telling me. That's what he keeps saying.
We'll have to see. James Neese was a friend of ours. He's been on the Weird Libertarians Network before. So our show, Boss Hog of Liberty, is carried by Weird Libertarians. Generally, most of our folks are liberty-leaning. James was a Libertarian candidate, I think, for state rep in District 100 a few years ago and filed as a Republican and has been over there. You're listening to Jeremiah Morrell, Dakota Davis, and Audrey Davis in the studio here, and then Chase Peyton is down at Primo.
That's right.
We've got Chase muted. I don't know if he's got anybody on the line yet or not, or where we're at with Chase, but he's out there.
He's probably still eating again. They did say it was buffet style, so he can just keep going back whenever he wants to.
Yeah, Chase is probably. We need to get whoever the next guest is. We need to have them give us a pitch count on how many beers Chase has had, because I've learned over the time that Chase has been a part of the show, he kind of plays fast and loose with numbers. Here he is.
He's back. He's back.
What do you got for us?
I'm back, guys.
All right.
I got Nate LaMar.
Nate
Hey,
LaMar.
Nate LaMar.
You guys ready?
I'm
we
ready.
talked to Nate just back on last Thursday.
All right, here he is.
Hi, Jeremiah. Hi, Dakota.
Hey, Nate. How's it going?
All right, let me move kind of more away from the crowd so I can hear better.
Okay.
We like the crowd noise. Nate, did you spend the day out at the polls, and what kind of vote? What was the mood of the voters out there today?
The mood of the voters, I'd say turnout was slightly higher than the predicted average for Indiana. Indiana TV stations were predicting a statewide turnout of 15%. I would gauge Henry County's turnout around 20%, just based on what I noticed today. Rather heavy turnout at the Mount Summit Voting Center. Granted, that's a voting center where a lot of people from both Prairie and Jefferson townships vote. I would say turnout within my districts, within County Council District 4, was probably most noticeably lowest at Louisville.
So the lowest at
New
Louisville.
Lisbon and Moreland were kind of in between. Yeah.
Okay.
And talking to my volunteers at each place, I would say that Mount Summit was busiest. Louisville was the least busy.
So, I saw one of your volunteers today whenever I voted. He was out bright and early this morning at 6:30 a.m. at the Ivy Tech. He's the only guy out there whenever I went.
Yep, that's Corbin Markham.
So, there we go.
So how many folks did you have volunteering for you? You had a lot of high school students, it looked like, from your social media. How many kids were out working for you today?
I had, let me think, 8 high school students today, and then 3 adult volunteers.
Okay. Nice. So you had quite the base underneath of you out there working the polls.
So we tried.
How's the mood in the room? It's an interesting year where everybody's going to get all the results at one time. Standing there, is it getting to be nerve wracking? People celebratory or on edge? What's the mood in the room?
Well, I'd say celebratory. Yeah, everyone seems pretty positive, pretty upbeat from what I can see. I'm just exhausted myself, but that's part of it. That's part of the game. I worked this very hard, like I do every campaign. Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, WTHR has called the 6th district race for Greg Pence. I don't know if you guys know that yet, or if it's made it to the halls down there.
Yet,
but WTHR has called that race. That's that in the 9th district for Trey Hollinsworth are the 2 races so far that we've seen called. Everything else is still wide open. And very tight numbers right now in the District 54 race. Tom Saunders has a very narrow lead, only 2% reporting. It looks like that's actually from Rush County, but he's only leading by a handful of votes. So
in Rush County or overall?
Overall, but we think the numbers are only coming out of either Rush or Wayne County. I think they're Rush County numbers because they're showing some numbers. But yeah, it's just a few hundred votes, 2% in, but Saunders has got a very narrow lead, just about a 30 or 40 vote lead in that race right now.
Very interesting. Okay.
So, well, congratulations on running, Nate, and as things progress, we'll keep checking in down there at Primo. Good luck with it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I'll hand the phone back to Chase.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.
All right, Chase, tell me.
You get that?
We did. Tell me about what's going on. Are the buffets hanging on, or are they running out of food in the buffet?
Oh, they're still coming, man. They just keep bringing plates out. Ed Tarantino just got here. He just got a plate. We're going to try to get him after he's done eating. But, yeah, we're running out of spots here. I'm not going to lie. There are a lot more people here than I thought there would be. Like I said, 4.3 million. And
how many people have bought you beers? I want to know how many people have bought you drinks tonight, because that's our goal. We got to get some people putting drinks in your hand.
I was at what, 30 last time I talked to you?
Yes, sir.
I'd say I'm at least at 69 right now.
We're gonna have to arrange for an Uber to pick you up.
Yeah. I don't know. I got my keys. I think I can make
it. That's an awful pretty Ford truck you have. We don't want to see anything happen to it.
Yeah, I agree. Am I missing anybody? Anybody you guys want to talk to that you haven't got to talk to yet?
Well,
I'm waiting on.
If Butch Baker's down there, or Ed Tarantino, would love to hear from either of those guys as we're waiting on results to come in. If those guys, if either of them are available, that'd be a good start.
Yeah, I know. Butch is supposed to get here around 7 or 7:30. I haven't seen him walk in yet, but it should be any time. And like Ed, he's just eating right now. So as soon as he gets down, I'll get him on the phone. So.
All right. Is Steve Duggar in the room? Has Steve Duggar made it in there yet?
I'm not sure. I'll shed.
Are there a lot of people there, Chase?
I mean, the place is full, man. It is packed. Like, it's definitely a good crowd.
Huh. Do you need to call the
at
fire marshal, get him tossed out of there?
I don't know. I think it can hold 4.6 million. That's how many are in here right now. And, it's a rager, man. We have to go to this tiny corner. I snuck one person into a closet just to get the phone interview because it's just so loud, man. People aren't screaming or anything. There's just so many. It adds up.
So
Well,
Aaron Dicken just asked in the live stream if we're going to talk to any Democrat race winners. We're going to try to make some phone calls independently. We have the phone numbers for people, so we're going to try to talk to those people as well.
We're going to do the best we can, at least on the congressional side.
Yeah.
I think with the three that are in front there, we've got numbers and contact names and info for them.
We don't have Joe Donnelly's phone number.
We do
though.
not have Joe Donnelly's. Yeah, some of these campaigns did not text us back, so to say.
I'm gonna take a couple shots for Jonathan Lamb's honor.
Yeah. Should we play the
really
taps?
bummed me out. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Let us know.
Me too.
Let us know what the drink of the night is down there. More updated results right now in District 54. 7% in. 7% in right now in District 54. Tom Saunders, 61%. Jeff Embry, 39%. So that is widening a little bit. About 140 vote lead now for Saunders.
Wow.
7% in though. That's very, very close.
Yeah.
Aaron Dicken wants to know if we want to have him get in touch with Joe Donnelly for us. Yeah, if we can get Senator Donnelly on here, let's do it.
Yeah, come on, Aaron.
Let's
go.
Be a hero.
Yep.
In neighboring Wayne County, there's a big upset brewing right now. Truly a big upset. Incumbent Dick Ham is trailing with 43% of the vote in. Bradford Barrett is leading 68 to 32%. So that one's not called yet, but that would be a big upset in
Huge
Wayne
upset.
County.
Yeah, I didn't.
If Dick Ham lost, he's been in the state house a few cycles, and he has run. He's run a number of times. But even before he was elected, Dick Ham's probably been on the ballot in Wayne County at least every cycle for the last 5 to 6 cycles.
Wow.
Our show is no secret that we followed the work of Jim Lucas in the last cycle. He is leading early in his race, District 69, Chase's favorite district. It's Jim Lucas 63%. His number one challenger Nancy Frank 32% in that race. So it's looking like Jim Lucas is probably going to be okay.
Wow. Good for Jim.
So we're hearing from Rebecca Baker that Rebecca and Butch are out picking up signs. They've got 12 polling places, and as a campaign, your job is to go pick up all those signs.
Yeah, and if you don't, they know who to call.
That's right. They come pick on you. Let's see. District 26, our state Senate seat, is extremely close. Dave Cravens, 75% of the Democrat side. Dave Ring, guest on here, 25%. The Republican side, though, is extremely close. Mike Gaskell, 55%. Stephanie Owens, 45%.
Wow.
Audrey's working on the big board over there. How's the whiteboard life, Audrey Jo?
I had those numbers before you did.
You did? See, you're doing good. And you got the results in now? So you got anything else to report?
Nope. You just read what I had.
I just read the excitement.
Yeah.
And we've got the Greg Pence at 67% right now.
Yep, and they're calling it for Greg. That's man. I feel like that we should play the taps in Jonathan's honor.
And in the 4th congressional district, you've got that's the open seat that's being left by Todd Rokita. Jim Baird is leading Mike Braun, the brother of the guy running for Senate, 38 to 30. Is it 35 or 38?
35.
35 to 32. Very interesting.
Wow, pretty close.
And then the Democrats over there are just an absolute scattered mess as to who's going to take that race on. I do not even know the candidates' names, but somebody named Beck. It may be Glenn Beck running over there as a Democrat.
Is Glenn Beck also a closet liberal, just like Rush Limbaugh?
And like Mike Braun? We don't know.
Yeah.
Time to be. We'll find out soon.
Chris Guffey wants to know if his name would carry him as much as what Mike Pence's.
Has it helped Dudley Guffey in his races in our county? The Guffey name is common around here, but I'm not sure that it helps.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Good question, Chris. I'll tell you what, Chris. You live in the center of Henry County in Henry Township. No, I believe. Yeah, he lives in Newcastle. You can become a libertarian in good standing.
Yes.
And we can see what kind of name ID you get, how this thing goes for you.
I'll get you on that ballot, Chris.
So we should take a moment here and talk about the fact that this is not Election Day. None of these results, these are people that have voted in the Democrat or Republican Party primary.
Right. Despite what you may hear from the Secretary of State's office.
There are still opportunities for people to file as libertarians. There are opportunities for people that are unhappy to file as independents. And if a race does not have somebody, so like the prosecutor race right now, you had 2 Republicans that filed, and there's no Democrat, no Libertarian filed. If an attorney comes forward that wants to run for that race, they all have until June 30th to file. Yep. So you could definitely put somebody on. The Northern District Commissioner right now, the Republicans are choosing their candidate between Butch Baker and Ed Tarantino. We will see. We will just have to see what happens. The 1st District County Council race is definitely going to be a 3-way race this year. Pat Cronk, we can call that one right now from the decision desk, 100% in.
Yep.
Pat Cronk has won the Democrat side of District 1.
Congratulations,
she
Pat.
and I will face either Kenon Gray or Adam Bowman.
Yep, we're going to find out today.
We've talked to both of them on the show so far. And it's really just hard to know. Hard to predict who's going to win any of these.
I would vote for you if I could, but I think pretty sure that Chad Malicoat's going to get my vote in the fall.
You still have the
opportunity. He stuck a sign in my yard. So.
You still have the opportunity to move between now and then.
That's true.
You've got time. You've got time to move.
Or
and
I could run for county council myself.
You
don't know.
You could jump in there.
I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe.
Boy, Chase is down there trying to eat free food.
Yep.
And
I appreciate his efforts. I would be doing the same thing. I'm pretty impressed the fact that he's been able to hold it together this long and just keep calling us and not get distracted.
I can't believe he's just not signing autographs down there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I wonder how many people have asked to take a picture with him, because I bet that it's more than have ever asked to take a picture with you and I.
Yeah, so if you guys are down there, you see Chase in the wild, you should take the picture and hashtag BHOL snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Chase selfie. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the
hashtag local celebrity?
Hashtag BHOL. Hashtag local celebrity.
Yep.
Definitely what it should be.
We got our picture taken once.
We did. We were covering the Memorial Park Board meeting, and there was a young kid there that was just covering the meeting himself, and he looked up to Dakota and said, "I want to be just like him when I grow up."
And I said, "Don't do it, kid.
You don't know what'll happen. You don't know how bad it'll go." Man, oh man, we are tap dancing.
Go to college.
We are tap dancing, waiting on results from Henry County. They're all going to come at once, and it's going to be absolute overload over here when they do come in.
I thought for sure that we would have them by now.
See, I told you ahead of time. I said this could take 90 minutes tonight, and it could take like an hour and a half. We just don't know what it's going to be.
How many times does it take to count? What is 15% of 50,000?
Well, it's just a matter of how big the pile is.
Well, I guess that Nate LaMar was estimating that we had 20% here.
So 18% of the vote is still in the Senate race, and at this point, so many votes are in that we're not seeing much of a change. Mike Braun, 42%.
Mike the Rhino Braun.
Todd Rokita, 30%, and Luke Messer, our congressman, is at 29%.
Man,
that's an 11-point swing. It's going to be difficult for Congressman Messer to come back from that, but it's a matter of where the numbers come in from, and what you would expect him to do very well in the 6th in his home district.
I don't really know why Mike Braun is doing as well as what he is.
Well, I think he did a great job. That's
kind of interesting to me.
I think Mike Braun did a great job of painting the other two as establishment. And the decision desk at this time can call for Dakota Dean Clark.
Yes, we can.
We can call. I'm sorry, he's been waiting patiently for an hour and a half. 100% of the votes are in. Dakota Clark is being called the winner by the Boss Hog of Liberty decision desk. Dakota Dean Clark will be facing Jesse Riddle and somebody in District 3 for the Henry County Council. We don't know if it's going to be Stultz, Mills, Stefandel, or Duggar.
But we do know that
Clark
Riddle's going to be
on.
And Jesse is going to be the featured guest for us on Thursday's show.
Thursday night, Jesse Riddle will be joining us.
Learn a little bit about him. We had him once very early on, whenever the show was very, very much still a baby, and he was running for the state chairman for the Libertarian Party. So
We went to the Libertarian Convention this last week, last Saturday, where out of our own pocket we paid for our primary instead of charging everybody in the county for it. I don't know what the numbers are going to be. I know Rushville, Kevin Green reported today. He's the former reporter from the Newcastle Courier-Times. Now he's the editor in the Greensburg paper. He said that it cost $35,000 for the city of Rushville to do a single municipal election that had one city council race in it a few years ago. The cost in Henry County is probably at that, if not more.
That is nuts.
Because you have to pay at every one of these polling places. You have to pay hundreds of dollars in staffing,
right?
Plus other expenses that go into having an election. The Republicans and Democrats have the taxpayer-funded primaries. The Libertarians, we had an area convention in March that we all paid for out of our own pocket at Montgomery's, and then we had the state convention in Indianapolis at the Marriott downtown, where we picked our Secretary of State, our state auditor, our U.S. Senate candidate, and all of our state representative seats, and then some unaffiliated counties. We even nominated some folks for county-level offices at that.
Yep, and the way that works is it's all based on the Secretary of State race for the state of Indiana. So everybody, the parties will put up a Secretary of State candidate, and whenever they go through the election in the fall, based on that percentage, it depends on ballot access for the party, and also depends on whether or not they are declared a major party in the state and have to run a primary in the spring. So this year we have Mark Rutherford, who was on the show a few weeks ago, actually a few months ago now, and he's running as a Libertarian, and that is the race that our ballot access and whether we get into the primaries and get access to voter data depends on. So very interesting the way that works.
So here in a second, I think we're going to have Chase Peyton on, but Audrey's ready again with her. This is like PBS at this time.
Yep, we have to read.
Dakota and I take a break, and Audrey's got the how we pay for this junk read.
Yep. Okay. The Boss Hog of Liberty podcast is funded primarily through the Patreon program. If you have enjoyed our candidate series, intense focus on local events and a window into the eyes of young people who care about future of our community, help us keep going. In addition to the free show that you get every week, if not more, you also get bonus raw audio in the subscriber-only program Tinfoil Time with me and Dakota, where we dig into conspiracy theories and decide if they are real or BS. Please go to the patreon.com/bossHogofLiberty and contribute at any level you are able. We are continuing to upgrade our equipment and working towards becoming a permanent fixture in Henry County, Indiana, with the prospect of creating a studio space in downtown Newcastle. To help us achieve that goal, please go to patreon.com/bossHogofLiberty and join today.
Thank you, Audrey Jo.
You're welcome.
So Chase is down at the Primo right now. He got a head fake from his next guest. We're thinking he's going to have somebody in a second, but he says it's a false alarm, so we don't want to say anything too quickly.
We better,
but it's
better know quickly.
It's one of our major donors.
He did.
One of our major donors down there. We'll find out in a minute. Dakota is finally looking at the chat again. I feel like I'm flying blind. Audrey and I are talking to each other in the chat, and I think he's playing Brick Breaker or something on his phone as we're trying to host this thing.
That's right. That's how it is.
Audrey, you got any good results for us over there? You got anything new?
Nothing
anything
new
at all?
Nothing new. It takes him a long time to go through all these things.
Nothing new. Back to you, Jer.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. It's the world's greatest thing. So you're waiting on results for the entire state to come in. Okay, we have a change. You have a change in the U.S. Senate seat.
Oh.
Luke Messer has made his move.
He's up in second.
Up to second place. He has a 400-vote lead over Todd Rokita. Mike Braun at 42%. Messer and Rokita are roughly tied at this time.
Yeah, a 400-point lead across the state is nothing. That is a very small lead. Man, this could get interesting.
All right.
I feel like the United States Senate seat for the Republicans really pushed some peoples to the polls. It either pushed people to the polls or it just made them stay home because they didn't care. I feel like there were a lot of Republicans out there that watched as this primary was unfolding and just thought, give us Donnelly again at this point, because these guys are all jokers right now. If I was a Republican, that's how I would feel. I was very disappointed with all three of them. I expected a lot from Rokita after the very first debate, but
we had Andy Horning on this show
and he would
a
have
while
been
back,
great.
and he had trouble getting on the ballot because if you're not in a special class of Senate or congressman, you actually have to have 500 votes. Todd Young only needed 497 signatures when he ran for Senate a few years ago. But Andy Horning came up short and wasn't able to get on the ballot. It's a frustrating thing for these guys. You have getting 500 signatures in each of the congressional districts and getting them signed off on is and getting them authorized. You have to have somebody sign. Say somebody signs from Newcastle, They have to send that to the Henry County Clerk, have them authorize it, approve it, and then send that to the state. It's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of work.
He was, and they put a lot of legwork into that campaign too. It's not like they just sat around and waited for signatures to come to them. They were constantly on the move. They were constantly running around, and I unfortunately didn't get as many as what I thought I would down here in Henry County, but man, he would have been a good candidate. I feel like if he had been in that race and up on the debate stage, he would have been sweeping the floor right now. But then again, I thought that Jonathan Lamb was a great candidate for the 6th district, and they are already calling it for Greg Pence because of his name.
Well, there was a lot of money spent in that race too. There's no doubt that a lot of money was spent in that 6th district race. Not just name ID, but there was money spent in an ad campaign, and we kind of watched that along the way and said, they're playing prevent defense, and it may be it may be a very solid strategy, but it's frustrating if you're a voter.
Oh yeah, very. But obviously not frustrating enough.
Understand. All right. So we are going to try. All right. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Trying to reach out to some of these folks and see if they're able to talk or not. We got a call coming in. Is this our boy Chase?
This is our boy Chase right now.
All right, guys. Got a little exciting here. I lost you.
Uh-oh.
But I got another special guest here.
All right. Who is it? Who is it this time?
You can figure it out.
I don't want to figure it out.
Here he is. What do you want?
Oh, no.
This sounds like this does not sound like any sort of an elected official.
No, it doesn't sound like a candidate.
Now? Maybe.
I think this is a major donor. How are we doing, sir?
A major donor. A donor spot. Are we live?
Yeah, you're live. You are on the air.
Oh, I better watch my language then. Yeah, major donor to Boss Hog of Liberty.
There we go.
So
I like hearing that.
Tell us about your day watching this thing from the outside. What did you go see some polling places? See some folks working, looking for votes?
No, we just we went to the Art Center and good steady crowd up there. Really, pretty nice. My only time is kind of out in the wide open. It's not like I was used to back when I first started voting 40 years ago, or a little over 40 years ago.
All right.
So you've
we should clarify.
We're talking to Mike Broyles right now on the line. So you started, I guess, when you first voted, Mike. You guys voted on stone tablets, and there were iPads today, right? This is the very first time for you voting
stone tablets.
Real close.
So
we did have the curtain that you drew behind you, and nobody could see in the voting booth. We're getting pretty close to the stone tablets.
So tell us what the vote experience was. If people didn't go, what's it like to go vote in Henry County now with the new equipment? Tell us what the process was and what you thought of it.
Yeah, it's really pretty simple. You go up to the front counter. They want your ID. Your address is up to date. And a little bit of problem with that is moved in last year, but we had in the last election since we moved, and the address in the system was wrong. On the elections, it was correct, so just had to get that corrected. They take it back to the voting booth, and it's all pretty much like an iPad. And you have your selections there. And then once you get done, if you check your selections, you approve that the second. And then it prints out basically your ballot you voted for.
So it is
And then
different. We do have like a printed copy that you put into a machine, right?
Yeah,
Like you've actually got a printed ballot in front of you, so they have something to go back and look at if something goes wrong.
That totally threw me off, by the way. I was seeing the pictures.
Yes. So it was very simple. We went out in just about 5 minutes. So even with a little bit of a line, like I said, it was fitting. There wasn't a long line waiting, but there was somebody at just about every booth. So that was good to see. I think they said they'd had 560 voters, and that was about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I think. So they were pleased with the turnout up there.
Well, very good. Well, enjoy the party, Mike. It sounds like candidates are still rolling in. Still no results in Henry County at all, so we're all just kind of tap dancing and waiting. We're watching results come in from across the state. We know Greg Pence has won the 6th district on the Republican side, and it looks like the Democrat side over there is probably going to come down to Jim Pruett or Jeanine Lake. Lake's holding on to a narrow 5-point lead right now, and then Tom Firkinoff is going to be the Libertarian in that race. So yeah, well, very good. Thank you, Mike, very much for talking to us. And shake
thank
the
you
room,
guys for what you're doing.
Shake that room down a little bit for some Patreon donations, so we can find somewhere to put this show.
Definitely, we need that badly, don't we?
Yeah, that's right.
We need a downtown studio where we can walk folks down instead of calling them from across.
I like
town.
how Mike said we need that badly.
He's invested, man. He's a part of the team.
Hey, there you go. There
That's
you
it.
go. Never know.
That's right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Mike.
guys.
Good luck.
Bye.
So yeah, looking at the look, there's Chase again.
I'm back.
Uh-oh. It sounds like you're in a bathroom, Chase.
Yeah, did you guys go to a tunnel for this call?
I'm in that little closet again, guys. I told you it's before all year. And then the boss hog was coming. The boss hog to finish. I mean, they just showed up, signed at least 3 more babies for it. Talk to that.
I can't believe all these people keep bringing babies in there.
How many beers are you up to? How many beers?
I'm at 96 right now.
It sounds like he's starting to. It's starting to slur his speech in there now.
He is. I can hear it.
We're going to discontinue this call.
Already.
It does not sound good at this point. Chase is getting rough.
All right, guys. Hey, I'll meet you and I'll see if I can get another person on.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
All right, yeah.
All right, he's still looking. Still looking to see who he can come up with.
We have any other phone numbers that we can call?
I'm trying. Some of these people at a certain level, you want to make sure that they're in the mood to talk because they don't know what's happened.
Yeah.
So we're politely checking with folks, but to make sure that they're down to talk before we just start dialing numbers.
Has Aaron Dickin given Senator Donnelly our phone number yet?
Yeah. Lane Siekman. We did reach out to Lane Siekman. Aaron Dickin saying that Lane Siekman bowed out via Twitter. It's definitely the 6th district race is going to come down to 2 people. It's going to come down on the Democrat side to Lake and Pruett. It looks like they are very close. Still waiting on results to come in. Henry County may be the deciding number in that race, believe it or not. See how that comes in. Of course, we don't know how many ballots were cast on the Democrat side versus the Republican side in Henry County. We still have no results from Henry County yet. We will get them all at one time.
Yep, everything will be reported at once.
So let's go ahead and check back in here on the 4th district. That one is still very close as well. That's the seat that the other open House seat in Indiana. Jim Baird, the state representative, is leading Mike Braun's brother Steve just by a few votes, 36% to 33%. I'm going to try to refresh that because James Neese is saying he's up over 1,000 votes now himself, but it's still showing 700 on my screen.
Oh, well, we better refresh it.
Update. Oh yeah, we definitely have some new results in there.
Here we go.
Baird 35, Braun 33 in that race. That's getting very close. That one may keep us here till late into the night, Audrey Jo. Just what you want. Just what you want, Audrey Jo. Let's see. The Democrat side still, Lake is pulling out just a touch. She's now holding on to a 6-point lead, 36 to 30. Chase has hung up on us again.
Chase hung up.
I hope he doesn't have minutes. I hope he's got unlimited data at this point. Unlimited minutes, unlimited data. Or
I think he
ruined
does.
His night.
He's got like the truly unlimited on his grandparents' plan, and he's like, I am never leaving that.
Never going down.
You can't blame him. You can't blame the man.
Man, oh man. So let's see if we got any new results in. We're going to try to check in on the state house races again here and see on the state Senate side. Got an open state Senate seat for Northern Henry County. Gene Lysing's seat is not up, but the District 35, State Senate District 35 is it 35?
State District 35.
25. 26. That's it. Only 8% in. Yeah, so we've very, very slow getting results out of Delaware County and Henry County.
Huh.
Only 8% in. No changes since the last time we looked at it. Craven 72, Ring 28 on the Democrat side, and Gaskell and Owens is really too close to call, 55-45 at this point.
Wow.
Very, very close right now. Let's see what else we got going on here. Lots and lots of shares and interaction. I am impressed with the number of people that have held on to us watching live
this
here.
This is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
we've had.
I'm glad you thought of this, Audrey.
Over 60 people. Yeah, Audrey, this was a great idea.
Having Audrey on the show has definitely given us some eye candy compared to just looking at the two of us the entire show, right? Definitely an improvement over us, the Yahoos over here.
Oh, here we go. We have some new information coming out of District 54 for the state representative race.
What do you got?
We have Tom Saunders is leading right now with 71%, and Mr. Embry is down there at 29%, and that's 15% reporting.
15% in. Well, it's hard to know. Once again, Rush County, their website has changed, so we don't have the Rush County results we used to have.
Huh. Yeah, it's not as close as what it once was.
Yeah, that was. So
it ain't as close as it once was.
Is it as close once as it ever was?
I think so. I mean, that's pretty close to whenever Zach Lee ran against Tom in the fall.
Yeah, Tom. Oh, here we go. Hey, we got some. Okay, Rush County results. Let's see what comes in here. Clicking on summary. We're gonna try. Oh, it's gonna open an Adobe something. Rush County results. Every result is in for Rush County right now.
Nice.
So this will give us a summary of a neighboring county here. Luke Messer, our congressman, in Rush County only, did win Rush County, 49%, Mike Braun, 32%, and Todd Rokita at 17% out of Rush County. Rush County, Greg Pence won Rush County, 59%. Jonathan Lamb had 31%. And then down there, Lake won with 35% of the vote. Second place in Rush County was Jim Pruett with 21%. So the same, very similar. To what we see here, and then Tom Saunders 78% and 21% out of Jeff Embry. Got another call coming in.
This is Chase.
Let's see what we got.
Hello, is this Senator Donnelly?
Yes, this is Mike Pence.
No, wrong guy.
All right, guys, we got another special guest here.
All right,
who do we have this time?
All right. We got Steve Duggar.
Steve Duggar.
Steve Duggar.
It's been 3 days since we've talked to Steve.
I know. All right, guys, here it is.
All right.
Am I speaking to the boss?
Well, the whole team, the Boss Hog team is here.
That's right,
Mr. Duggar. How was the day out at the polls? Did you get off the tractor and go out, or did you just kind of hang out at home? What was your day like?
I'll tell you, my day started at 4:45 this morning. Got up, got ready, headed to the poll down in Knightstown, and I spent the whole day down in Knightstown there, and I worked that poll down there all day, 12 hours.
Now, we heard Betsy Mills had the same plan. Did you guys stare at each other a lot, or try to intimidate each other, or how was the dynamic between you and old Betsy?
Not at all. Not at all. Very, very cordial with one another. And she was there all day, and other candidates came by, but no, we had good conversation all day. It's a good day. It's a good day, but it was a long day. I mean, 12 hours. I was on my feet all the time, and meeting and greeting people, just. Kissing mamas and slapping babies and all that. That goes the other way around. I don't know how that goes. Remember, I'm not a politician, right? I'm just joking with you. No, it was a good day. Whether, probably a big question is, well, do I think I'll win? Yeah, boy, I don't know about that. That's a call. I don't know.
Any word down there when you guys are going to get results, or is it just going to be a late night sitting down there looking at each other?
I don't think it'll be a late night at all. I think that probably within an hour, maybe they'll have the results in here, would be my guess.
It depends on what your definition of a late night is, I guess.
Well, I call a late night. It's like last presidential election was a late night. But no, I'd say about an hour. They'll probably have results in.
So,
cool.
Be my guess.
You saw the new election voting machines. Were you impressed with what we got? It's our first year with them, and you guys bought those as a council earlier last year. What do you think of the new equipment?
Well, I did vote on that, and it was neat to me that you could pull, no matter where you were at, that you could, you put in your precinct. So, and it comes up. So, for example, if somebody's in Newcastle working and they can't make it back to Knightstown to District 3 to vote for me, they can go right here in Newcastle. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
How about the voters?
Up the people in that district.
How about the voters you saw down there today? Did you was it a lot of younger folks, first time voters, a lot of seniors? What kind of dynamic of folks did you see in Knightstown?
I would say that there were more seniors that voted today. In comparison, there was more seniors. Now, of course, after work, from 3 to 6, there were some people that started coming in that you could obviously tell were people that had worked today. But I believe that there were more seniors that voted down there. Would be my guess.
And did they?
There was about 550 people voted at the poll I was at today.
550 at the Methodist Church in Knightstown.
Okay. Yeah.
Did they have any one thing on their mind? Were they talking about the Senate race or the Congress race, or they were talking about the commissioner and the council races? What did they seem to have on their minds?
They didn't really. I would say, out of that majority of people, that there were people that had their, they had their minds made up before they got there. Now the people were very, very kind to listen. Like as I introduced myself, or Betsy introduced herself, very, very considerate and kind in that way. I kind of think that there were people, a lot of them, especially the senior people. Are you still there?
Yes, sir. We're here.
Well, the phone did something. You may have got a caller in, but it's more than just a county local race. There's on the senators, running for Senate seat. Of course, there's a Congress and things like that. So I still think for Henry County it'd be a low turnout in comparison to other races. The results will tell. But there used to be 3 polls in Knightstown, and now there's 1, and so approximately 550 people voted at that 1 poll today.
Right.
And so I kind of think that may have been a low turnout.
Well, very good. Well, we wish you nothing but the best, Steve, and we're all going to have some results here shortly, and we'll just see how this thing goes.
If I lose this election, are you taking applications there? I do have a little background in radio and television. I had a TV program for about 7 years, and I may be looking for, part-time employment up there for the Boss Hog Libertarian headquarters.
I will warn you that the pay is much better as a county councilman than it is as a podcast host. But I'm sure we could find we could find some time for you to share a microphone with us.
How's $20 a month sound for you?
Well, hey, I can empty trash cans, I can sweep floor, I can dust mics, there are things that I can do. Well, keep me in mind.
We will.
If I lose this race, I may be looking for part-time employment somewhere. I can remodel. Remember I'm a builder, and you're thinking about expanding into a new studio and all, and you probably need a little skill there.
Well, we need a staff fundraiser to help get us into that new studio, and then we certainly could use a handyman's advantages to help build out that studio. So there's all kinds of opportunities.
Hey, you guys take care. Thanks for talking to me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
All right, guys, I'm back.
There you are, Chase.
Oh, man, it's getting louder and louder here, guys. People are just piling in, waiting for the results. It's getting nuts.
We're getting anxious over here in the Boss Hog of Liberty studios, north of
I'm
Q
getting
Avenue.
nervous, man. I am getting nervous.
You're not going to leave early, are you?
Bathroom line is super, super long. I get the nervous too, guys. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to put that out there right now.
Chase, if the bathroom lines are getting long, you might want to go in there with some mints and some lotions and try to sell, get some tips there in the line.
I might have to take a 15-minute break and go down to the speed line. Right down the road.
All right. Well, you let us know who you have coming next, and we'll hit you up.
I actually have Ed Tarantino coming on here in the next couple minutes, so should be time. He actually wanted to come on and while you guys were doing the last interview, so it should be in the next minute or two.
All right. You let us know when you're ready. You can mute us and message us when you're ready. We have another. We have some more breaking news, Dakota, out of State Representative District 56. We do have a legitimate upset.
Wow.
State Representative Dick Ham has been defeated by Bradford Barrett over there in the Richmond area, 67 to 33%. So there's
just
going to be
not a very good name
rep.
for politics, I guess.
Dick Ham has been a legend, man. He's been around a long time. And then we've been watching that race in District 69. Jim Lucas, Nancy Frank, and Jim Lucas. It's 59 to 37, but it has not been called yet. So that one we're gonna have to stay tuned. No new updates out of Senate District 26, our northern Indiana or northern Henry County.
Northern Henry County, yeah.
Looking in statewide here, trying to see what the newest late updates are. It's tightening. Mike Braun his race has tightened just a little bit. He's down to an 11-point lead, not called yet. 42% of the vote is in. Braun leading Messer, and then Todd Rokita.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. I figured that Rokita would probably my prediction would have been that he would have come in first, and then Luke Messer in second. I fully expected Mike Braun to lose that race because if you ask me, in my opinion, there is literally no difference between the philosophies of Mike Braun and Joe Donnelly.
So down at Primo, it sounds like Chase Peyton is ready to go. Chase, you've got a guest for us.
I do. I got another special guest.
All right.
I got Ed.
You got Ed Tarantino.
Ed Tarantino. We haven't heard from him in a while.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
He's doing good. He looks like he hasn't taken a nap in 60 years. Yeah, I mean, he is. It looks like he just drank a Red Bull. He's still going.
Just drank a Red Bull.
This is Ed Tarantino.
Hey Ed, you're on the Boss Hog of Liberty.
Guys.
Oh, we are doing awesome. You're on Facebook Live right now. Yeah, have some supporters, some people who voted for you in the live stream. Tell me a little bit about what you did today.
Well, I started off in Mount Summit, and I visited all 12, voting places. Spent, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, and then I started the rounds again until they closed.
You made it to all 12 polling places today.
I made it to 3 of them twice.
3 of them twice. So what were people talking to you about? What were the number one things people wanted to talk about? Did they want to talk about your race? Did they want to talk about the Senate races? What was on people's mind?
Well, most of the people didn't have long conversations. A lot of people just wanted to get in and vote and get out. Some of the people, they were supportive. They come out and they say, "I voted for you, Ed," and that was great. And a lot of people, you couldn't tell which way they voted. So I still have no idea, how this is going to come out. But it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun today. I met people that I hadn't seen in years and years sometimes. I seemed to be at the right place at the right time. I saw my old general from the National Guard. He voted in Knightstown.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. General Henry. Not too many generals around the county.
Well, good deal. It sounds like you made the most of it. How many students and volunteers did you have working the polls for you today? What kind of ground game was going on with the Tarantino campaign?
Well, between my 14 campaign managers, we managed to have someone at each place most of the time, I would say. You know, we were pretty well represented, just about all 12 places. And I'd say at least 10 hours out of the 12. I don't think we make it, you know, some people say 2-3 hours and leave. And we tried to shuffle people around, so we always had someone there. And I think we did pretty well.
All right, good. Good deal. I'm glad to hear that, Ed.
Well,
yeah, it was fun.
We're all anxiously awaiting some results to come in. We've heard that some numbers that maybe 8 of the 12 precincts have reported is what was reported in our chat, but none of the numbers are going to come out until they all get released. So we're all going to find out here together, here hopefully real soon. This went late into the night a couple years ago, but hopefully we're going to have some results in the next. I'm going to say half an hour. Hopefully by 9 o'clock we've got something.
Yeah, we'll go with what Steve Duggar told us within the hour.
Okay, well, that should be reliable.
Well, congratulations on running, Ed, and we will hopefully we'll see something here before too long.
All right, nice talking to you guys, and thanks for your show. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm back.
You're back.
Hey, what's up, Chase?
All right, I just saw Butch Baker walk in. I'm gonna try to work my magic one more time.
We're gonna try to get Butch going.
Bat your eyes at him. He likes he likes it if you approach him just the right way, Chase.
I'm wearing my tight pants today, Jeremiah. I'm pulling out every trick out of the book.
Every trick in the book. All right, and then the other people that we have not talked to yet, I guess, are Susan Hoon and Peg Stefandel. I don't think either of them are there, so we may have to ring them up on the phone.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to them separately.
We'll try to catch them separately.
I heard Susan wasn't going to make it out tonight, and I don't think Peg's here either. So.
All right.
All right, boys. I'm going to go back to work. I'll meet you guys.
Do the best you can.
All right.
Catch you later, sweetie.
Love you.
Love you too.
All of Henry County loves you, Chase. Everybody here.
Yeah.
They all love you. Audrey keeps coming in and out. I'm hoping against all hope that she's got a water. We've talked for about 2.5 hours, and I'm at the bottom of my drink. I'm about ready to start eating limes.
I brought a sixer of Sam Adams Rebel IPA up with me. She almost let the dogs in here. That would have been a disaster.
All right, Dakota, I'm going to have you ring this number right here. We're going to talk to the Pruett campaign. They're in a very tight race right now. We're going to try to get Jim Pruett on the line, and he's calling back to Chase. We're going to hold off on Chase for a minute. We're going to try to call into the Pruett campaign. They're coming right down to the line between Janine Lake and Jim Pruett. Jim ran all over the state of Indiana today, or at least all over East Central Indiana, and we're trying to arrange the dialing. I'm holding my laptop up high, so if you're watching the live stream, all you can do is you can see my laptop and the big Indy 500 sticker. Thank you, Audrey. We're ringing.
Hello.
Hello, is this Jim?
Yes, it is.
This is Jeremiah Morrell with the Boss Hog Liberty Show. You're on live with Jeremiah Morrell and Dakota Davis. How's the day going, sir?
Well, we don't really know yet. As far as the day went, I started early in the morning in Decatur County and then went to Shelby County briefly, and then went up through Hancock County, and then went over to Henry County and then up to Delaware County.
Wow,
so I spent most of the afternoon in Delaware County.
You've been all over the district today, then.
Well, I didn't get to any of the southern counties. There's 19 counties in this district. It's just almost impossible to get to every single one of them in one day. I guess you could drive through all of them, but you wouldn't be able to stop and do anything. So We don't know yet. I mean, the numbers are real close from what I understand, and so I mean, it's looks like it's neck and neck between me and Janine Lake. So I don't know where that's going to wind up, but I don't know. I haven't heard a whole lot of numbers. I'm here in Connorsville right now, and so I don't know. I haven't heard any numbers out of the southern counties along the river. I've heard some numbers. I think I'm doing okay in Jennings County and I think Scott County, but I haven't heard anything from Ripley, Franklin, Dearborn, Ohio, Switzerland, or Jefferson County. So I don't know where we're at down there yet.
So as you talk to voters today, Jim, what kind of feedback were you getting from people as you met them at the polls? What was on their mind today?
You know what? I didn't get a lot of feedback from people. Most of the people, you introduce yourself and they said, okay, thank you. And then they went in and voted. So I wasn't getting a lot of feedback at all. Some of my campaign workers, I think it was pretty much the same for them as well. So I'm not real sure. I wish I could answer that question, but we weren't getting a whole lot of feedback from the people going in to vote. In fact, a lot of times when I was, because I was only able to spend a few minutes at each polling place. I don't know how many of them I hit today, but I mean there was a lot of them, and really, like Hancock County, well, it's very heavily Republican, and so there really weren't a whole lot of people voting at the times. It seemed like when I was there might be one or two that would come in and you'd introduce yourself and, you might ask if they had any questions. They'd say nope and go right on in. So, in fact, I had one guy he just ignored me completely and just walked right on by. So, you don't want to interfere with people, and if they made their choice, they've made their choice. And so, but yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of feedback from people, one way or the other. So we're just kind of looking at the numbers here, and I just, like I said, I don't know. We're just kind of waiting to see where it's going and what the trend is. I haven't even heard anything out of Delaware County. So I'm, I don't know at this point. We're just kind of waiting to see.
It's very hard to predict. Yeah, we're based in Henry County here, and we've got some races that are this one of our state Senate districts that's the open seat. Watching that one, and we're waiting on results out of Delaware, Henry, and Madison counties in that race. There are no results in from Henry County whatsoever on our side, so still very early for some of what we have. But it looks like if you're not a winner tonight, it's going to be a very strong showing, if nothing else.
Maybe you can tell me. Do you have any results on Henry County for the 6th District Congressional? Or
so Henry County is all going to come in at one time. Henry County is going to come in at one time with their new voting machine. So we hear that 8 of the 12 polling places have reported, but they're not going to let us have any information until 100% of it's in. So it's going to come. Henry County is going to come in at one big lump to us. So right now there are no Henry County results at all.
Okay. Well, and I also heard that Dearborn County, their voting machines were they weren't able to use their voting machines today. They had to go to paper ballots.
Oh wow!
So I guess they went to use them, and they were all every single one of them, I guess, is broken in some fashion or other. Some of them were out in batteries, and some of them were. That's what I've been told. I can't verify that, but that's what I've been told. So that may be later on tonight before that comes in. So
maybe a long night.
Maybe a long night for me.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations on running. We appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, and we thank you very much for running. We think the more candidates we have that are shaping a debate, the better it is. And we certainly tracked your campaign not only today but across the whole spring. And you guys ran a great campaign. We're very active. So congratulations on the campaign. We'll see how it
Well,
all
I
shakes out.
appreciate that, and we'll see how it comes down. So, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jim.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And just like that, we've got another one in the books.
That's right.
That race is starting to stretch a little bit. It is tough to know where it's going to land based on where the numbers are, but Lake is leading Pruett by 13%, 39-26. Chase is messaging in saying, "Let us know when." We are ready now. If you've got that guest ready, we're ready.
Yeah. Who we got this time? Let's see what's going on.
We think it's going to be Butch Baker. That's the
we
plan.
Think.
He could give us a toss up though, and
Yeah,
you never know. We could get Kim Kronk. You just don't know.
A minute ago, he was talking about Ed Yanis.
He said, "Does Yanos sound familiar?" He said, "Yeah, he's a county commissioner." Oh, well, that guy's here in the building. You never know. This is the very first time we've had Chase on the doing something like this. So
this is
he's been an all-star, man.
He has. He's done really well. I'm impressed. I've been impressed with him the whole time.
He's found everybody. We're still hanging on to a ridiculous number of live viewers as well. We appreciate it very much.
Yep,
it'd probably be a good time for Audrey to read that Patreon note again for us if she doesn't have it memorized by now.
Get a good advertisement in.
What supports this show over here? She's searching. Oh no, Chase is coming. We missed our chance.
Sorry, Audrey.
This might be the county commissioner.
Hey, how's it going, Chase Peyton? You are on WZPL Ball Song of Liberty.
I thought this was WEBN. All right, guys. I got a special guest here. You guys ready for him?
We're ready.
I'm ready.
We're born ready.
All right, here he is. Hello, guys.
Commissioner Baker, how are you, sir?
This is good.
We recognized this
how you
voice.
guys doing? Good.
Well, we're about 2 hours into a show with no pee break, so we're hanging on for dear life.
Well, you guys aren't drinking today, are you?
I started drinking, but now I'm onto the water.
I'm drinking.
Okay, I got you.
So tell us about your day. We heard we heard you were late arriving at the party because you're out picking up all your signs already. What was the day like?
That's been a tradition. I did that the first time I ran for sheriff. Of course, back then it was usually 9:30 or so before the results would be back, and it's one of those things where I can come to the headquarters or wherever they're gathering at and sit and wait with everybody else, or I can go out and start getting my job done by picking up signs. So I started picking up signs back then. I get a good chunk of them picked up. We've got more picked up this time, but I anticipated that they'd be back around 8 o'clock. So We'll see. I had to stop.
Any idea whenever the results are going to come in on this?
Have no clue. Came in and somebody said there was one precinct that hadn't got reported in yet, and that's what they were waiting on.
Oh, so close.
Yeah. It surely shouldn't take too much longer, and they'll have the results, and it'll be a all-inclusive results, and it'll be over with.
So we need some feedback on how our boy Chase is doing down there. Is he conducting himself okay, or has he been in trouble?
Yeah, I'm standing here looking at him, and he was bellied up to the bar when I came in, and but I didn't see any. I did not see any alcohol around him except for what everybody else was drinking. And he's standing here with my past years of experience. I would say that he is sober.
All right.
Well, if we can run a breathalyzer across him anyway, that would be good.
Well, I guess we could probably get maybe a PBT up here and run him, and we'll see what happens.
Anything for content. Anything for content. As we're killing time waiting on results, we may as well just start.
But now, if we do that, then we probably need to come to the studio.
Come on down,
you guys.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, we got the camera on.
That way, everybody will be treated equally.
Yeah, there we go. We are an equal opportunity provider.
So tell us about your day, Butch. As you were out seeing folks, were there any issues on their mind, or do they want to talk about your race? Are they tired of talking about the county council, county commissioners races?
I really think that most people, when they're going to the polls, I'm going to say this is just Butch, but I'm going to say 90% of them have an idea who they're going to vote for when they head that direction. And when they get there, at least it's always been my gut feeling that most of them don't like to be bothered. To say hi to them or acknowledge you're there, they'll acknowledge you're there. That's not a big deal. But most of them are, a lot of them, you had the people walk by and they put their head down and sort of turned their head away from me as they walked, because they didn't really want to talk to anybody. The 5 or 6 or 7 people were standing there in a line. They really didn't want to engage. Now, some people did, but a lot of them didn't. And the ones that did engage, it was just quick. Then somebody hand them a pamphlet, they'd take the pamphlet and then move on to the next pamphlet, move on to the next pamphlet, and then go into the vote.
So overall, how were you feeling about the election day?
Well, it was a nice sunshiny day. Everybody at the different polling places that I went to, everybody seemed to be cordial, nice. All the participants that were, there supporting their candidates, they all seemed to be having a good time, and everybody seemed to be getting along. So there was a lot of food being brought around to the different the kids and that got out of school to help their candidates, and this seemed like a pretty good turnout as far as the candidates and the candidates helpers and that kind of stuff.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us, Butch. Hopefully we'll all have some results here soon, and everybody can sleep easy one way or another. Either it's on for another few months, or have a term to finish out and see what happens. So thank you very much, Butch, for joining us, and we'll try to keep Chase out of trouble.
Not a problem. All right, I'll give him back the phone then.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
You're on.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Hey, what's up, Chase?
All right, Chase, here's the deal. Dakota said that he will bring his credit card down and cover your bar tab, so you get what you want. You have a good time.
That's right.
Listen, man, I'll be honest. I brought Butch out here and in the outside area to talk to you guys because it was quieter. And I had my beer with me. And I wasn't even thinking. I was drinking it right on the street. And I was like, oh, what am I doing? He was a sheriff. I'm breaking the law right in front of him. So
he said he was going to give you a breathalyzer before you head back.
Yeah, well, listen, man, I'm on like 102 right now.
A .102? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm at 102.
All right. So are they getting restless down there, Chase, waiting on results?
Yeah, there have been a couple of fights already.
Fist fights?
It's been what?
Have there been fist fights breaking out at the bar? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. I saw a beer bottle broken over someone's head. That's why we went outside. I got a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I might need a change of pants.
All right, gosh. Chase. Well, let us know if you find anybody else interesting. If you get
anyone you guys can think of?
I don't know. Are there any candidates left down there that we haven't talked to?
I think I've knocked them all out, to be honest.
We've talked to everybody.
We're famous guys. They just started lining up.
Is Clay Morgan down there?
Yeah, let's hear from Clay if he's in
there.
Yeah.
Clay's
okay,
here?
I can find him.
All right, there we go.
All right. I'll get him on here in a couple minutes. Okay.
You let us know.
All
right, man. So we are 2.5 hours into the results being in. 2.5 hours in, and we're still waiting on Henry County numbers to come in. Looking around the congressional races, 9th District, they've called both of those. Liz Watson is going to be the Democrat nominee. Trey Hollingsworth will be the Republican who's currently serving. Larry Bouchon is the Republican. He's easily won the Republican nomination again in the 8th. Andre Carson has won the 7th. The 7th on the Republican side is an absolute mess of.
Oh gosh!
Nobody's got much of a lead at all.
Yeah.
Wayne Harmon is leading Don Eason by just a few points down there. 6th District was called very early in the night for Greg Pence over Jonathan Lamb. 66% right now with 72% reporting. Still waiting on Delaware County and Henry County to come in. 6th district right now. Janine Lake is leading by 14% right now.
She stepped up a little bit. Then.
She's continuing to increase that lead. We got to say it's the Dave Letterman bump, and the results are in.
Yeah, I think so.
The results are in. We're waiting on a text to come in. We're going to have some numbers here in just a second.
Yep.
Waiting patiently for something to come across our screen. So as soon as we have something, we'll have them. But the results are in.
That's right. I'm ready.
Drum rolls. We got drum rolls.
This is coming from Chase, who's hearing them live as they're being reported in the Primos restaurant. And
we are waiting patiently. Who's going to be first on the line? Who's going to have
everybody's nervous about it right now.
So Chad Malicoat, the candidate, and the Republican club vice chairman or whatever he is, he promised to text us results as soon as they came in, and Chase is down there too. So the results are in. We don't know if they've been announced, but they're in. Waiting patiently. Waiting patiently.
I'm seeing texts in the live feed that Susan Hoon has won.
Really?
That's what I'm seeing popping across our screen
in the live feed.
Yeah.
See, I don't have the live stream right now. They're about to put them up. They're not on the screen yet down there. So Susan Hoon has won. Perhaps that's what. There we go. Get results. Here we go. Okay. Northern District Commissioner Ed Tarantino has won 58 to 41%. Ed Tarantino has won that race. Kenon Gray has defeated Adam Bowman 55 to 44%. Very tight race in the third. Peg Stefandel is going to win 38.3%. Betsy Mills 36.42%. Stephen Duggar 23.17%. Casey Stoltz 2%. And in the 4th district, Hoon 52, LaMar 47. So we've got some upsets here, boys and girls.
We have got, whoa, we have literally got a shuffle of our entire Henry County government.
That was reelected.
Wow, this is insane.
In the prosecutors race, Joe Burzak 65%, Tony Saunders 34%.
Wow.
I'm going to work on updating these in here. It looks like a 22% turnout. 80% of the people that showed up were Republicans, is what Chase is reporting right now. Henry County Sheriff, we don't have anything else on that side. But, yeah, the breaking news right now, Ed Tarantino is going to be the Northern District Commissioner candidate. He's going to advance. Kenon Gray narrowly defeats Adam Bowman. Chad Malicoat moves on. Peg Stefandel wins her side, so she will be facing Dakota Clark and Jesse Riddle. And Susan Hoon has defeated Nate LaMar. So we are going to have very, very, very different county council coming along, and a new commissioner makeup as well.
If these people win, of course.
Well, regardless of whether or not they win or not,
we won't have an incumbent.
We're going to have changes.
But this is, I'm just reminding everybody, this is the primary election.
That's correct. Nothing.
Some people still have to face 2 other candidates in the fall.
So Gray 55%. We're going to fill in our spreadsheet here and let Audrey update the big board.
Yep.
Man, oh man.
Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's not what I expected at all.
I was expecting
There's so much news right now.
I was expecting to see numbers be a little bit. I didn't expect that much change. I wasn't going to be surprised if there was some, but this is big.
Yeah,
so 58% Tarantino and 41% Baker, or 41 Baker. The only re-election at all is going to be the prosecutor. Tony Saunders got 35% of the vote and 65% for Joe Burzak. Let's see here. Still watching to see what happens here. Tom Saunders won. Chase is texting.
Chase is now texting us like we don't already know.
Filling us in with what's going on.
If we were relying on Chase, then we would be like 10 minutes behind on the election results.
Tell you what, it was Betsy Mills was very impressive. That was extremely close. I don't know if there's going to be a recount or not, but that is only, by my view, 32 votes that separates Stefandel and Mills. I mean, that is extremely close.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Stoltz got 36 votes, so that was enough right there to cover the spread. Stoltz, I keyed in the number of votes there. So I'll tell you what. Let's try to dial up Peg Stefandel. She's the winner. In the
let's see
district.
what happens.
Let's have Dakota here try to ring her up.
Please do not crack my laptop screen. Bull in a china shop.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
You should have put these in a group chat with me so I could see it.
Well, they're on a spreadsheet that you have access to.
4408.
It's no, yeah, okay. We're dialing the Stefandel home now. This is, I hear a home phone number.
Mm-hmm. She's probably getting a lot of phone calls right now.
She's going to get a weird number from the Boss Hog of Liberty show and go, what in the world is this?
I don't think we're going to. Oh, is this Peg Stefandel?
It is.
Hey, Peg, you're talking to Dakota Davis and Jeremiah Morrell from the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast.
Oh,
we were
hi.
calling to congratulate you on your primary win.
Well, thank you. I just found out that I won because I didn't know. I'm watching you guys, but it's breaking up, and so I can't tell what's going on. So, but thank you. I did not know that until Travis Weeks called from the paper.
Awesome.
So thank you very much.
The results are in. It looks like you have a very, very narrow win over Betsy Mills. Betsy, it looks like it was just about 20 or 25 votes short. So it's very close. Quite the
oh my!
Quite the results. How was the day when you're out talking to folks today?
It went well. You know, some people simply did not want you bothering them, and I understand that. I'm kind of that way myself. But it went very well. I'm tired, but other than that, it went. You know, it went well. It really did. Yeah.
Well, congratulations! You got a lot of work in the
Thank
fall.
you.
You've got two young men waiting
waiting
now. You're going to have Jesse Riddle and Dakota Clark. Have you met those guys? You know what to expect?
I've met Jesse just briefly one time, I think back in 2016. But no, Dakota Clark, I've never met him.
All right. Very good. Well, congratulations on the win. We're excited for you, and it's definitely going to be a new council. What is it? Did you expect going into this? Is this what you expected?
I was hoping. I just was kind of saying, you know, whichever way it goes, I'll accept it, and that'll be it. So, you know, I'm happy to move on, and hopefully we'll satisfy. If I win in November, then hopefully everybody in the county will be glad they voted for me.
Yeah, you definitely accept these results, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy the evening talking to the family, and we'll be hearing from you again soon. Now we got to have you back on the show for the general.
Oh boy, I'll have to get some new hobbies.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, so we're looking at the results here. The difference in County Council District 4 between Hoon and LaMar was only 69 votes.
Wow.
52% to 47.9%.
Holy cow, that is crazy.
Very, very close. We don't have precinct by precinct to see where things were. And then the Kenon Gray and Adam Bowman, that was also an extremely close race as well. Trying to do the old math here. So every vote counts, guys. Every vote counts in these races. It looks like 141 votes was the spread between Gray and Bowman in that one. Audrey, you got any more numbers for us over there? Anything called? State Rep Tom Saunders is going to advance. 87% of the vote is in. Saunders 68%, Embry 32%. So that one's going to be settled.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to have Chase wants to know. Yeah, let's have Clay. We're going to try to get one more interview down there. with Clay Morgan and see what comes out of that meeting.
Yep. And then hopefully Chase didn't drink too much and he can drive back.
See if he gets out of there. What I don't know, there's a couple of races that we talked about wanting to see, and I don't see results on there yet. There are no results that were published or made available for us in the Henry Township board seat, which had Democrats running.
Yep.
So we have not seen any results in that race yet, and we haven't seen that precinct committeeman number 1 in Spiceland. So we're still waiting patiently to see if that one comes in.
Waiting to see that. That would be our token socialist, Aaron Jacobs. He had a primary challenger this year of Jason Marshall. I actually went to high school with Jason.
All right, so your phone should ring here in a second. With our boy, there it is,
Chase Python right there. Hey Chase, what's up?
Not what. Hey guys, I got one more special guest for us.
All right.
All right, here he is. See if you guys can guess who it is.
All right, I want to hear it.
What's up?
Hey, look at that! I think that's Mr. Clay Morgan.
Hey, I can't hear him.
You can't hear him.
Are you there?
We're here. Is it not working?
Hold on a second.
Put another quarter in it, Chase. There it is.
Hey, we're here. We're here. I put my quarter in.
All right.
Okay.
What in the world happened down there? You're going to have an entirely new council.
That's exactly what I said. I turned to the person next to me. My exact words were, "This changes everything." Yeah, we've got. Yeah, it's going to be different. Yeah. Right off the bat, we've got a new council, no doubt about it, and obviously one new commissioner, and it's I said this today at the shop. I've said it to many people, and I'll be 100%. As far as Butch, I've always heard. I don't know Ed Tarantino. I've heard great things about him. I've seen him a couple of times, but I like Butch. I've enjoyed working with Butch, and he's been nothing but honest and understands the county. But as far as the wind farm issue, which seemed to be the topic, I said that's the one race that is going to speak very loudly because it was a county-wide race, and I said that will speak loudly, and Ed won.
It did.
So it's going to be different.
What's the mood in the room down there? Is there some shock? Is there what kind of read have you got?
Yeah, I think obviously a lot of people were really happy, and I think there was a little shock, just among everybody. I think some that won were probably like, holy cow, we did it, and the ones that lost, I think you felt their heart sink a little bit.
Yeah. No fist fights have broken out yet, though?
No fights. No.
Nope,
nobody was falling out. Nobody left early. Everybody's still in there chit-chatting and patting each other on the shoulder and having a good time. So.
Well, thanks for joining us, Clay. We know you're going to be on here. I guess here in a couple of weeks, we're going to have a Thursday show with our boy Clay coming back on the program.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about the Braun win.
Has that been declared? Has that been declared?
Well, I don't know that it's been officially declared, but that's the news, man. I've seen Rakita and Luke on TV giving their speeches. So. But anyways, we'll save that one for later. That's
right. Well, it looks like, 61% of the vote is in on that one, and it has been called. Mike Braun has defeated 2 congressmen. This is a night of change out here, Clay. Big night of change. 2 congressmen go down.
It is.
Man.
It is crazy. I mean, it's interesting. It's
interesting. Mike the Rhino Braun.
I mean, I have, some, friends that have been defeated tonight, but there's still honestly there's some excitement in the air. I mean, because of change. I mean, sometimes change is good, and so I've still got a couple more years on the council to work with these people, and I think one advantage I'll have is some of these new members are going to be, they've been upset with county government. They don't like the way county government's ran. So I've seen some different things in county government that I think could change also. So, maybe I could get with them and maybe we could get some good things done.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Clay. This is definitely a historic day for Henry County. I can't remember a single time where we've had this much change in county government in one day. So we're gonna have quite the show coming up. The Senate seat, by the way, is very close still, not called yet. 86% reporting. Mike Gaskell is leading Stephanie Owens on the Republican side, and Dave Ring is closing in on Dave Cravens with 79% reporting in that race. So, lots still to be decided this evening, but Henry County, big news today. So, thank you very much, Clay. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, we'll see you soon, guys. Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm back.
All right,
What's
Chase.
up, Clay?
We're going to give you some homework. See if you can track down what happened with the Democrat side. If anybody's got the actual results for the Henry Township seat.
Hold on. Henry Township seat what?
Henry Township Board. See if we got anything on that one. And in Spiceland, there was a precinct committeeman race with our boy Darren Jacobs. We want to know how that one went as well.
Yeah, we need to know that.
All right.
We don't want to sign off without having that information.
I'm tracking down Chad right now.
All right. See what we can come up with.
Here.
And we need to
If you
congratulate
talk to
Chad,
him,
too.
he'll know.
All right.
Hey,
Mr.
Chad.
Malicoat, you had a decisive win tonight, sir.
Yes, 100%. Can you believe that?
The entire party
Makes it nice
united.
to not run it against anybody.
The entire
Yeah.
party united around you.
Absolutely, it was pretty awesome.
So big news coming out of there tonight. We're searching around. Nobody has posted what happened in Henry Township. Trying to cover some stuff for the Democrats around here today too. Don't have any results in that Henry Township board seat or our boy Darren Jacobs in his precinct committeeman race. You don't happen to have election results for those, do you?
Let me see what all we got here. Do we have the board seat? There was a board seat open for them. Yeah.
They're searching. We're tap
Trying to
dancing
get this
and
figured
looking.
out. Man, I'm shook right now. I cannot believe it. Like,
Democrat Party.
wow, crazy.
We're calling Republican headquarters looking for Democrat results. We're trying to equally serve around
Yeah,
here.
well, I'm wondering what you're doing here.
We're equal opportunity. We're equal opportunity servers.
I can give you all the Republican numbers, but sorry, I can't help you on the Democrat side.
That's all right. That's all right. Congratulations on the win,
You
Chad.
need to call Alan. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, man.
All right, we'll talk to you
forward
later,
to
Chad.
the fall.
That's
All right,
right. You
thanks,
made it
guys.
through. All right. Well, let's see if we can try. All right. I think you can be excused for the night, Chase. If you want to come back to the studio, you can, or if you want to go home and drink it away.
I'm gonna say some goodbyes to Betsy. She lost the close one, broke my heart. And then I might stop by the studio real quick and stop a concert that I don't own.
All right.
I would be careful coming to the studio because my dog does not like you, and they are out.
Thanks.
All right. So
Thanks
if
for
he's
everything
on me,
tonight.
It's on me. See you guys.
Thanks for everything tonight, Chase. All right.
All right.
Well,
bye.
historic results out here tonight in Henry County.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're looking at the big board over here. Audrey's still building the board, but
I bet there is a bunch of energy in that room right now. Can you? I can practically feel it radiating south towards the studio.
Henry County has got a new majority council for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No matter whose wins, we're going to have some differences. Still, so looking at the Senate, top of the race, we know now at this time that Joe Donnelly is going to face Mike Braun and Lucy Brenton. We know in the 6th district on the Republican side, it's going to be Greg Pence and it's going to be Tom Furkenoff for the Libertarians. Still nobody yet on the Democrat side. We're expecting it to be Janine Lake, but we don't know for sure. I'm going to have you, Dakota, try. We're going to try to get Susan Hoon on the line.
Yeah, let's try to call Susan.
We're going to try to call Susan and see what happens here.
I bet that her phone is swamped right now.
It might be, but you never know. I'm going to write down a number for you, and you can dial it instead of having to look it up.
Yes, I would much prefer that.
Try dialing that number, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to get some comment from Susan if she's available. She may be out in the streets. We thought she was going to be at Primo, but something changed, and I think she decided she just wanted to be at home. And that's
hey, that's okay.
I've done the election night party going out sometimes, and I've been inside too. So we're dialing.
We're dialing Susan Hoon right now.
I'm going to let you handle the phone call.
All right, I can try to do that.
We're ringing. Ringing. The whole county's listening.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Susan Hoon. Please leave a message. Thank you.
Nothing. Nothing. Big timing us.
She's very busy.
She's big timing us. That or she doesn't want to answer the phone for a weird phone number.
That's an Indiana phone number.
I know it is. Well, we tried. We tried on that one. Still looking to see on the Congress side. Let's reach out to the Lake campaign. I'm going to send a message out, a feeler, and see if we can get her on the line. And we're going to try something here.
Yep.
No guarantees. Still waiting on the internet here.
Kirsten Kronk, one of our Patreon supporters, just said that there's now potential for women to outnumber the men on the county council. So I don't know if that's ever happened before. That's really good. Do you know if that's ever happened in Henry County's history?
Not to my knowledge. I think the most we've ever had is 2 or 3 ladies serving on there. But yeah, there's a chance. Right now, the 3 at-large seats are held by men, and there are women that have made it through to the fall on all of these.
Yeah.
Very interesting. It looks like a speech is taking place for Jeanine Lee Lake. We're going to send our message in.
Are we going to call her right in the middle of her speech?
No, that's why I think she's big time enough now. I mean, she's got the Dave Letterman connection.
She got Dave Letterman.
We need to make sure that she's available to take a phone call. Can we call you from BHOL? ? Are you available to take a call? Once again, we don't have a producer.
We are the producers.
We are the producers here. So as we're setting this stuff up, it's all real time. We are about 2 hours and 15 minutes into a live broadcast.
We're trying our best, though, and it is not the coolest room in here. With the 3 of us sitting in this tiny room.
It's 3 of us, and I'm in my long-sleeve shirt trying to look semi-professional around here.
I knew that was a bad idea. So
it's all right. It's all right.
It's a house built in 1914. Maybe the new studio, once we get there with the Patreon money, will be a little bit better.
So, yeah, big upsets, though. We started with the upset over in Wayne County with Dick Ham losing to Barrett in the primary over there in District 56, I guess it was. No information yet on State Senate, the Open State Senate District 26 that's in Henry County. Still waiting on that one to come through. I'll tell you what, Dakota, let's try. We're going to try this number here and just see what happens.
All right, we'll see what happens.
We're going to see if we catch...
Is she on a live video right now? Maybe we'll see her pick up her phone on her Facebook page.
We're going to try. It's like working without a net here. We're going to see what happens.
All right.
And I'm going to let you handle it. That way, if it goes terribly wrong, she remembers it was Dakota Davis that interrupted her speech.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. We're still searching here. The State House District 4 is another one. Audrey, do you have any results in that one yet, or are you still working on it? District 4. You don't have anything written
She's
down.
trying to make a finalized version of the whiteboard.
So we've got District 4 Republican side. Baird is pulling away 37 over Steve Braun 31. All right, Dakota, this is all you.
All right, I can handle it.
I don't think we're going to get her.
I don't think so.
Hi there, you reached the voicemail of Jeanine Lee Lake. I'm not available.
Not this time, people. Well, it looks like
these people are all celebrating, and they're like
celebrating. They're like, "Why the hell?
Why is there a Skype number calling my phone?"
Yeah. Well, they have called it. WTHR has called it. She has won.
She's won
She
officially
has won.
now.
Janine Lee Lake from Muncie is going to be the Democrat nominee. So we know it's going to be Greg
for
Pence.
Our congressional district.
For our race, District 6, it's going to be Greg Pence, Tom Firkinoff, and Janine Lee Lake of Muncie. So we've got Columbus, Richmond, and Muncie represented on the
That's
ballot.
right, on the ballot.
So that one's final. Still waiting to know on that state senate District 26, and in the House District 4. There's no information yet.
Does anybody watching right now, any of the 65 people watching, know what happened with the Spiceland board with Darren Jacobs and Jason Marshall? We need to know.
The results are not posted yet. Let's see if we can find an electronic version on the Henry County site. Let's see how quickly they get that updated for the general world.
We can't even get our CFA 4s online.
A guy can dream, can't he?
Well,
2018 primary election results.
We might have a new one.
We got it. We got something here.
Uh-oh.
They're all zeros. It's a blank sheet.
Oh.
There's nothing there yet.
So they put a document titled election results in that didn't have anything written in it.
It's blank. Let's see here. We're still searching. I think we're about at the point where we got all the results we're going to get for the day, though, Dakota. I don't know that we're going to have anything else that we can solve tonight. I would love to get an answer in that Spiceland Township one.
I would too. I'm going to have to call Darren.
I'm going to send a text.
Give me Darren's phone number, and I'm going to call him on Skype.
All right, we can
live on the air.
All right.
Do you have Darren's phone number?
Yeah, it's right there. It's at the top of the screen.
The top of the screen.
You talk about me being hostile.
Yep.
Calling him. After hours, checking in. Going to see what happens.
I'll handle this one, too.
This is an unauthorized phone call.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
We checked with a lot of these folks. This is borderline terrorism.
Hello.
Hello, is this Darren Jacobs?
Yes.
You are on the Boss Hog Liberty podcast with Dakota Davis and Jeremiah Morrell. You're live on Facebook right now. What, do you have the results from your race?
Okay. I don't. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything.
It's a big secret in the county because we don't know either. Been some big changes in Henry County politics tonight, but we don't have anything on the Democrat side. So Dakota literally said, "Hey, let's call Darren and see if he knows what happened with himself for his precinct committeeman job."
They didn't. So nobody's posted the results.
Not
for
the
you Democrat
yet.
Side?
No, not for the Democrat side. We haven't seen it yet.
Still looking.
I don't know.
We'll check the citizens of Henry County. We'll keep looking. But all right. Well, anyway, thank you for talking to us, Mr. Town Councilman.
Nope. All right. Thank you.
Any analysis of the results today? What the voters have picked?
I haven't.
You haven't seen them yet?
Go ahead. I haven't seen them. No.
Oh, okay. So we'll break it down for you real quick. Henry County Commissioner, we have Ed Tarantino won. County Council 1, we have Kenon Gray won that one. Henry County Council 3, Peg Stefandel won that one. And then Henry County Council 4, that was Susan Hoon.
Interesting.
So
yeah,
all right.
It's a big old shakeup.
All new council. The prosecutor has carried through his race, but the council and commissioners are all new. And
right.
the Democrats have nominated Janine Lee Lake out of Muncie for the 6th district, and Greg Pence won early in the evening in that race. So, anyway, we appreciate it, Darren, and wish you well, and thank you for taking our call.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Is there anybody else in the phone book of Henry County citizens you want to wake up at this point today?
We'll just talk to everybody. I think that he was in bed. I'm pretty sure he was.
He's not really in the mood to take your phone call. Not in the mood for you.
That's okay. He still did it.
That's all right. He's a good man. All right. Well, we'll run down the summary here one more time with the results that we have before we end the show. U.S. Senate Mike Braun self-financed his campaign. He's the winner. I think Chase Peyton is downstairs. Maybe
Chase
we're not
just
going to
wants to-
sign off just yet, but we'll bring Chase in and get his word from the studio.
I tried telling him my dog didn't like him.
There's a dog alarm going off in the basement. You talk for a second. I'm going to set his mic up. I'm
All
shuffling
right,
things in the
We
studio.
can do that. He can just take Audrey's spot. Uh-oh. It sounded like it's getting dirty down there.
There could be bloodshed in the basement, down in the entrance to the
downstairs.
studio.
This could be bad. We don't know yet. I might have to rush Chase Peyton to the emergency room today for a horrible leg wound.
Man, this is a shocker of a night. Very historic
really
for Henry
is.
County.
It really, really is.
Very, very historic. Hold up that board for the screen while we're waiting. Hold up the board with the numbers of what we got here. Dakota's looking and reaching. So there's Chase. We're gonna have Chase sit in the in Audrey's seat over here.
Make sure you get the door closed.
Oh my God, there went the camera. Oh my God.
It's still on the ground.
The camera is fallen. Chase Peyton has. There are 70 people. There are 70 people that are watching that just watched you crush to the ground. There's no telling where that's at right
It's
now.
okay, it's okay.
Just let it sit.
Oh gosh. I knocked
Chase
over
comes
the
in,
camera.
knocks down the board. Hold up Audrey Jo's board. We got to see how Audrey's got this thing done. She's sat here all night with us.
You want
So here it is right now.
Mike Broyles is telling us that you were getting some dirty looks, Chase.
I don't know, man. I had a lot of fans.
You had a lot of fans. So
But-
this is what Audrey wrote down. She's got the U.S. Senate with Mike Braun, U.S. House in the 6th District, Republican side going to Pence, and then we know, of course, Jananley Lake. And then Henry County Prosecutor, we have the incumbent Henry County Commissioner Ed Tarantino. County Council District 1 is Kenon Gray. County Council District 3 is Topeg Stefandel. And District 4, we have Susan Hoon. So these are the final results for the Henry County primary, and District 6 on the side. It's a big old shakeup, man. It's a big old shakeup. What was the energy in that room like whenever you left?
Well, there were a lot of surprises at first when the results came back. A lot of surprises, but honestly, everyone handled it pretty well from what I saw.
Yeah,
a lot of good people down there.
There weren't anybody. They weren't cussing at each other.
There was some cussing going on right before the results came on, but the beers were flowing, man. I had like at least 150 beers while I was down there, and I was only down there for 30 minutes? I don't know. The time went by so fast. It was a ton of fun. So, but good atmosphere.
Cool. Are you glad that you went?
I am. I was a little nervous at first because I didn't know many of the people, but they were all pretty friendly.
They were pretty welcoming to you?
They were pretty welcoming. I only got punched one time.
You almost got punched by Dakota when he knocked over his camera a second ago.
I was...
Sent the whole county to the ground. We got the whole county watching.
I bet, man.
The cameraman just got crushed.
We had 70 people watching live when you did that.
It is what it is. That's what happens when you drink so much.
Yeah, 150 beers.
You snuck out just before the commissioner could get you tested.
Yeah. I had to pull a little sneaky poo. I saw him looking for me through the crowd as I was walking out, and I just did a little dip. I was nervous.
All right. Well, this is not an election. We'll remind everybody again that nobody was elected to office today in any of these races. This is a primary where the parties have selected their candidate. But if there's a race where nobody's in that race yet, like the county commissioner race for Ed Tarantino, there very well could be a Democrat that gets appointed or a Libertarian that could be added to the ballot.
We have until July 3rd, correct?
Basically until June 30th for primaries
June 30th.
to happen.
Okay.
So if you're not happy with the way the results go and you're consistent with the Democrats or the Libertarians, reach out to those county chairs and you can definitely try to have some influence and give the voters a choice. We don't want anybody on the ballot without opposition, because as good as this was to have this series and talking to these people over the last few months about the issues of the race, we need to continue that dialogue and make sure that we have challenged races in the fall as well. So as of right now, It's going to be Donnelly, Braun, and Brenton on the U.S. Senate side. The Indiana 6th District race, Janine Lee Lake versus Greg Pence and Tom Furkenoff. State Senate District 26 has not been called in either way. Ed Tarantino advances with the Republican nomination in the Northern District Commissioner race. There is no Democrat or Libertarian yet. On the Henry County Council District 1 race, it's going
to be a three-way race.
It's going to be a three-way race. It's an open seat now. Dick Bauslag has announced that he's retiring. It will be Kenon Gray, Pat Cronk, and yours truly, the Libertarian, Jeremiah Morrell in the race. So that's going to be a fun one. County Council District 1 is going to be Robin Reno Fleming and Chad Malicoat. No Libertarian in that race yet.
That's District 2.
I'm sorry. District 2. I wrote one. I copied and pasted, man. It's been a day of updating. That's District 2. That's the other side of Henry Township. District 3 is going to be Dakota Clark, Peg Stefandel, and Jesse Riddle, who ran for that race in 2016. He ran for that seat in 2014 and then at large in 2016.
Yep.
And then in District 4, right now, there is no Democrat and there is no Libertarian yet.
Yep.
Susan Hoon is the winner in the Republican primary, narrowly defeating Nate LaMar, 52% to 47%. Peg Stefandel won by just a handful of votes over Betsy Mills in her first run.
I think we should do a recount. I like both, but Betsy's my girl.
Betsy's your girl. It sounds like you were practically adopted by the Mills family tonight at dinner.
Oh, they were really nice. I didn't eat dinner with them. I sat down with them for a while. I met them.
Yeah,
good family. You know,
they seem like good people.
They won me over.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching very much. Once again, if you've enjoyed this coverage we've had tonight, you can support us on Patreon, Boss Hog of Liberty. Jump on Patreon, type in that, or www.patreon.com/Boss Hog of Liberty. You can join.
Or
that.
You can go buy a T-shirt, go buy a coffee mug. We have drawstring bags. We have everything that you want. It can be in 2 different Boss Hog of Liberty designs or a tinfoil time design if you're a Patreon subscriber. On Redbubble, go onto redbubble.com and search BHOL. And you'll find our portfolios, and you can buy that stuff there.
And it's shared right from our page. Go to you're already watching us on the Facebook Live, or if you're listening in the podcast form and you made it through almost 3 hours of a live show, you can jump on our Facebook page, and all the data is right there. The link is there to make it clickable. We have late breaking results here. Darren Jacobs has won his seat. He's been reelected as precinct committeeman in Spiceland Township. 17 votes to 11. Darren Jacobs was retained by the people of Spiceland to
there
be
were
there.
28 Democrats in line in Spiceland.
28 Democrat votes were cast, and thankfully, for Darren's sake, we woke him up at home, and he found the results, and he's continued.
Gosh.
We don't know about Dale Cole's race. That's the one we don't know about. And I
Dale
would
Cole is
still love
another
to know.
celebrity from the podcast. We really needed.
We've all talked about Dale Cole.
Yeah.
He's on the Planning Commission. Dale Cole is legendary. He's run for a number of offices.
Yep. Henry County legend.
Henry County
Dale
legend
Cole.
Dale Cole. I'm gonna check Citizens of Henry County one more time before we sign off to see if anybody dropped the stuff in here.
17 to 11.
17 to 11. Man, 3 people flipped their vote. Darren would be out on the street.
That's right. Poor Darren.
Almost had to buy yard signs. Oh, man.
Gosh.
All right. Well, anyway,
That
we're
was
going to be
good.
back Thursday, 2 nights from now. We're taking tomorrow night off from podcasting, but it's going to be myself, Dakota, Jesse Riddle, the 3rd District Libertarian, and I guess as long as it rains and he's not in the fields, Cade Coger is going to make his triumphant return.
Yeah, we're gonna hope for that.
All right,
No,
guys.
he's not a real farmer, so he should be able to make it.
Well, maybe this year, if he plants his corn just right,
Listen,
maybe he can be a
guys.
real farmer.
I just want to say something real quick.
You got it.
I think we need to become an anti-farmer podcast. Okay,
we're anti-farmer.
Listen, I'm sick of running into them on my way to work.
Uh-oh.
Going down the
There you
roads,
go.
they just go so slow. I realize that's their job; they got to plant, but just drive at a different time. I'm not on the roads at 12.
Well, that's why Cade was on his way home from the fields this morning at 5:30.
Well, listen, I'm not anti-fake farmer.
Oh, you're just anti-real farmer.
Yeah, I am for the scientists growing meat in the labs now. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
All right.
Facebook live stream, we got Dale Cole.
We do have results?
Yeah.
I'm efforting. I'm trying to get back to it.
Uh-oh. You're not going to be able to see it now.
Oh, we'll find it.
This is bad.
We'll find it.
We'll get there somehow.
We're streaming. I was starting to wind things down. I was trying to check in to see if we picked anybody up, if there was any excitement.
I don't know, man. This is
a historic day, man.
It really is.
All kinds of news.
Henry Township Board member 3 selected.
Yes.
Ashley Huffman, Democrat, 29.11%. Melba Jane McKnight,
yep,
Democrat, 24.12%. David P. Tyner,
yep,
24.06%. And then Dale Cole, Democrat, at 22.71%.
So it was very close, but your winners are Huffman, McKnight, and Tyner. And they will face the 3 of them. It'll be a pick 3, and Francis Lewis has filed in that race. So Libertarian Francis Lewis will be facing Huffman, McKnight, and Tyner for the Henry Township Board.
Do you know her?
Yeah, she almost looks like she could be a sister.
Hey Chase, you just got called whiny in the live stream.
Uh-oh.
Someone just said, "Leave earlier, whiny."
Oh boy, yeah. Don't making fun of farmers, man. That's a risky thing.
That's a dangerous position.
I wouldn't do that.
We better not let anybody know your address.
They've got bigger equipment than you do. They can.
Well, I know, because they go so slow down the road. Just put the pedal to the floor, man.
All right. This has been a fun episode. I'm glad we did this.
Oh yeah,
I'm about spent.
Yep.
But this was fun.
I had a cheese quesadilla for dinner, and I'm starving.
All right, we're gonna see y'all Thursday night. Thank you for watching. This has been amazing. Thank you for being interested in politics. It's our pleasure to do this and be a part of this and have a following. So we're not talking to 3 people that are in the room and that's it. This is fun. So thank you guys for watching very much.
Thank you for listening to the Boss Hog of Liberty, which is part of the We Are Libertarians Network. I am Chris Spangle, and I am the founder of this network, and I invite you to listen to all of our shows, which you can find at WeAreLibertarians.com or by searching for these in your podcatcher. The flagship show is the We Are Libertarians podcast, where we apply libertarian principles to current events. The Brian Nichols Show is a conversation amongst Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Independents, as they talk about what is happening in the news. And we have many other podcasts like The Chris Spangle Show, Upward, The Cost, Raw Audio Politics, Miranda's World, and Tad Talk, which is quite a ride. So check all of these out. Go to WeAreLibertarians.com and you can check out all of our great podcasts. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Get our other shows at WeAreLibertarians.com.